Alright, well, everyone, welcome. From this point, I will be recording. This is officially when the QnA starts. We have quite a few people here. I think four non devs, and three devs. So, yeah, just to provide a little bit of context for anyone who watches this on YouTube, this QnA has been done not that long after our new world has been announced. It's been announced for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks right now. So I'm expecting most of the questions are going to be related to it, and I am going to have a hard time not revealing anything. But yeah, that's just a bit of um, a bit of context regarding when this was done for anyone watching in the future.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah. From here on out, just ask any questions, I suppose. How long is it gonna last? I don't know. I'm thinking like 3 hours maybe. I do want to make it longer than usual because some people said that it started very early for them to give them a chance to join later. I put it at this time because it's just the most convenient for me. So yeah, um, why am I wearing a Joker profile picture? Because,
Why so serious?
but yeah, we're all being Caliginous right now. Uh, the next world that has been announced is Caliginous Carnival, and it's going to be our adaptation of BBT. And for anyone that doesn't have brain rot, BBT means Backyard Big Top, which was a vanilla timed event that happened a few years ago that dropped a bunch of cool specials and cool designs for zombies, and then it just kind of faded into nothingness. Last time you had confirmed that Carney zombies won't be in the mod, and now we are getting them. Why have you said they won't be added into the mod? Because we were lying. We were manipulating you from the start.
We are not afraid to just lie.
2 steps ahead. We knew that if we didn't immediately, you know, if we didn't immediately make a reason as to why they're in the game, um, people would be like, "Oh yeah, they're doing them next," and the reason we said it was true. They were there at the beginning to allow people to use them for level designers and stuff, like for custom levels. But that wasn't the only reason. So yeah, we were lying.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, gaslighting for sake of surprise. Literally that. Are you gonna use the custom music you did in the past? Um, if we use something that I made in the past, I'll probably just remaster it instead of directly using it. Because, I mean, I still have access to those old project files. I can just load them up and, make them better. But I prefer anything that's being used in Reflourished to be something on the current standard of music quality that I set for myself. When will the new world be released? If you cannot give the exact time, then can we know whether or not the new world is being worked on or not, and the current progress of it? The current progress of it is promising. Uh, I cannot tell you exactly when it's gonna be released, but it shouldn't take that long. We did do all of the teaser parties and all of the reveals, knowing that it's not gonna take too long to release. We don't want to be teasing our fan base too much.
5 months, take it or leave it.
5 years, take it or leave it. Preferably before end of the year. That's about right. Yeah, we are. I think we are very much on the road to getting it done before the end of the year. Part 2 is going to be much sooner, though, than Steam Ages Part 2. Very, very likely, because we are simultaneously working on Part 1 and Part 2 stuff. So hopefully it's not going to be as big of a wait as Steam Age Part 2. Because now we have a lot, better organization. We have a lot more people on board. We are simultaneously planning stuff for Part 1 and Part 2, so you will have to wait a bit for Part 1, but Part 2 should come like a few months later. Getting stuff done for Part 1 now is just the biggest hurdle to overcome, because Part 2 reuses a bunch of stuff from Part 1.
Part 2 just, I think, just has more stuff done, or just stuff that doesn't take super long.
Yeah, like when you set the foundation with Part 1, you can use that foundation to just do the Part 2 stuff from there. The reason Steam Age Part 2 took so long is in big part because we very much overestimated how difficult some assets were going to be to make. You can all assume which. And because we didn't have a big team at the time, and we were still figuring things out, and we were recruiting people, and now all of that is kind of settled for the most part. Can't join VC, sorry. What's the dev's favorite part about Reflourished? Like, what are you guys most proud of? Big question, but a very good question. What am I most proud of as a dev of Reflourished? I mean,
I can't even say what it is because it's not out.
I wouldn't say it's like just one aspect, which might seem like a cop-out to the question, but I would say just the feel as a whole. I really like the feel that Reflourished has, like in general, with all the new content and stuff. It very much feels like how I wanted it to feel when I started working on it, and it just has a very natural sense to it coming from vanilla. Like, I don't know, I can just pull up Reflourished when I'm bored at like a bus stop, play a few Insanity levels or whatever, and like be done with it, and I'll have a good time. Like, yeah, contrary to popular belief, we do actually play this game. Like,
only I had an Android to just whip out.
Yeah, I mean, I do work on the game, but I do actually like view it as just a game, when I'm bored, I pull out my phone, I play a little bit, and I mean, a big part of how a lot of changes happened was me being bored playing the game and being like, you know what, that could be a little better, and then I would try and make it better. But yeah, in general, what I really like about Reflourished is just that feel and the personality. I think the personality is on point with what PvZ2 used to be. I very much don't want to recognize current modern PvZ2 as like the PvZ2, because it's just not. It's lost the personality it once had. It used to be like a very goofy, fun game, and while it still is that, it's just the new devs that came on board, they're trying their best, but it's just, I don't know, it lacks that flair. It lacks the character. How many chicken tenders do the devs get paid every week? 0. We get nothing for this. We are actively we are actively losing energy and time on this every day. And all we get in return is people complaining. But we also get people who say they like it, so that's why we continue. and also because it's just fun. I like making something and then seeing it,
I don't know. I think
in
for
the
me,
game.
the worst change of modern vanilla is that they made the extra levels an epic quest. I just want to play hard levels.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't really kept track with modern vanilla. Like for the past like what 3 or 4 years, I haven't kept up with it at all. Literally, the
No,
only
it's just that I
reason,
played recently,
yeah, the only,
and
hmm,
I wanted to play like mm, Pirate Seas hard, but I had to play Jurassic Marsh because that's the only quest that there is right now.
yeah, the only reason why I even know about a lot of the stuff is just because AB tells me. Like I cannot be bothered to check for myself. You start to see it as DPZ2. It's so much different from what it was that it's difficult to see in the same way. Yeah, I don't know. I really want Reflourished to just kind of be like, you know, what if modern PvZ2 kept the same kind of character to it. But then again, we are making a lot of changes of our own to the characters. I don't know. Like personally, I think our Zomboss deviated quite a lot from vanilla Zomboss, but I do think it was necessary, and I do very much like him. So that's a positive change in my eyes. Doesn't help that the game has a very long history behind it. Oh, okay, hold on. So there's always the eras of PvZ2 that people miss. Yeah, there's a
Uh,
big like disconnect with some players that I see where they haven't played it back when it was in its kind of uh I call it the golden era, like the golden age, but it is just like the period where new worlds were actively coming out, and those people don't really get reflourished like the ones. I mean, I don't want to generalize, but I
are
will
you
say if you have played back then, you will click with reflourished probably very
are you
quickly.
are you referring to the teaser parties?
I'm not referring to anyone in particular, just
No, I'm saying about, are you referring to the teaser parties? Because that's the one that I mostly notice people don't really have nostalgia for the most.
the, hold on. The tease for what?
Teaser parties for words, those ones.
I'm very sorry. Can you please type it out? I think I'm having a hard time understanding.
Uh,
Sorry.
don't don't mind my voice. I'm just having sickness. Anyway, he wrote it for you in the chat.
The teaser parties for World. Oh, okay, okay, I see. Yeah, teaser parties for Worlds was a very fun thing that they used to do. And yeah, we're just kind of trying to carry on the torch with our own. Obviously, we can't really do it like they did because organizational problems. Plus we don't, we don't own the servers for the game or anything. We're literally just doing our own thing, so we can't exactly plan around the teasers being right before the world release. So we have to do it in more sneaky ways. Before, previously, when Vanilla would release new worlds, they'd actually promote it with parties and YouTube videos, and yeah.
They probably also mistake
Back your big top.
backyard as the main lane because of shuffle or origins because they have they have a word of that circus as the line.
You mean the mod?
The modes shuffle and origin. They have
You
like as
mean
the
original and shuttle?
yeah, those. They have like the circus one, so probably people thought, oh god, they're making another one like that, not just like making a completely original thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame the people who taught that, but I think we kind of showcased what we can do in terms of transforming a world with Steam Ages. Like when we get a take on a world, we're very much gonna be doing it our own way. So, uh, to some
That, and
people
would
that
it have
takes a
taken
little
so
more.
long if it was just vanilla?
Yeah, to some people, that takes a bit more proving, which is why we do the teasers and we reveal stuff bit by bit. But we very much do wanna, dedicate our whole selves to an idea when we work on it. We did not choose Backyard Big Top because it would be easy to adapt it because there's most vanilla stuff already made in terms of zombies. That's certainly a benefit, but no, we chose to do it because we had a good idea for it first and foremost. Like the thing is with a team that's with a team that's this big, if you don't have a very solid idea at the foundation, other people are not gonna want to work on it. So
And I and I assume that it's also because of the big lore of Zombo's Endgame. As I talked to you, as I asked you about it in the last video, if you remember me.
yeah, oh,
When
don't
I
you
asked
worry.
you
I
about
already have an entire storyline planned out, and this next world has a part to play in it. But yeah,
Oh, what?
are you alright?
No, I'm just sick, so that's why my voice is like corrupted. Anyway,
Uh,
so regarding that thing, how you established a storyline, does this means like all words are like already planned?
Not really. We have some plans for the future. It's just kind of like when I say storyline, I mean like I have it planned out for the foreseeable future, and then I have a rough outline for the rest. So pretty much, it's important to know where you're going. It doesn't.
So it's kind of like a concept timeline for now before visualizing fully as it slowly goes and, and goes on.
Kind of. It's like, it's important to have a direction that you're gonna go. Like if you know, okay, I want to get from this city to that city, you're already on a good track. It doesn't matter what path you take to get to that city. It's important that you have in mind, okay, that's where I have to go. Same kind of thing with storylines. Like, okay, I know where I want this to kind of go. I know how it could play out, but I could take different paths if I so choose. So yeah, it's very much a thing of half planning and half, kind of preparing the foundation for the future.
So great. Speaking of lore wise and those stuff, I was wondering about the epic crowns that you guys announced, right?
Yeah, the realms.
Yeah, the epic crowns. Do they even have any like storyline purpose, or are they just exist there?
They're side stories. Like we like to think of them as optional side stories that do kind of continue from the main story, but you could just go for the main story without them. It's very much, if you want more of these characters and more of what they're up to, you can go there.
Which makes me wonder, in what place does whatever that the name of Frostbite Cave
Hypothermic hollows.
if epic crowns happens?
Hypothermic hollows
Yeah,
takes
that.
place.
When does it?
It,
What place does it take on?
it's right after Steam Age Part 2. So
That's crazy.
yeah, essentially after Steam Age Part 2, they go back to, well, not really Frostbite Caves, but like, I don't know, a century after Frostbite Caves happened, and then that's when the shenanigans occur. Let me just catch up with chat. You aren't getting any info of us, Golden Age Next World, or teaser parties for it, because previously when, but yeah, I do think that a bit of confusion came with Caliginous kernels is that people mistook the BBT lawn for the official one we were doing, but they're in for a good surprise with CC. That was kind of funny to me, I'm gonna be honest, because, like, I don't know, to me it makes no sense that we would just use the BBT lawn. Like, we used it for the teasers because it's a variation of the modern day lawn, but every teaser lawn is a variation of the modern day lawn, so I guess I can see how people would misunderstand, but obviously, like if we're gonna be doing it as a world, it's gonna get its own lawn and setting and everything. Um, I mean, also nobody really has nostalgia for BBT because it's pretty recent. Lol. Yeah, I do wanna kind of have these recent concepts developed into something that people would get nostalgic for, because I think even after a few years pass, BBT is just gonna be remembered as like that one-timed event, and I think that's a shame because it has a very good idea behind it. It has very good visual designs. It's just very solid. You can tell it's the last hurrah of some of the original PvZ2 devs. The animations are clean. The visual designs pop. It's basically what I think is like right before PvZ2 went into this weird phase that it's in now, where animations are choppy and visuals are cluttered. But that's a whole different topic. Well, what do we have in here?
My fav-
There have
my
been
favorite part of Big Top Backyard is the fact that they actually visualize the concept of the basics having actual different designs, like from BVZ1
I will say,
concept.
the basics having different visual designs kinda plays into Caliginous Carnival a little bit. I'm not gonna reveal exactly how, but it does play into it. It's not just for visual's sake. A little. Can't reveal too much. Just I'll throw that little tidbit out there. The
I
different
already, I, al-
designs do play a part, kind of.
I already kind of figured out that because of the hints of like from the announcement. I thought like if there is cars and stuff like that, that there might be something more than just things.
I will
And
not
plus,
say anything specific. That's all you're getting.
and plus, like the circus has its own members and stuff, so pretty much everyone has their own turn and or something like that.
Were
Or for
there other world concepts thrown around before deciding on a BPT foundation? A lot. There were a lot of world concepts thrown, and BBT, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, was not even planned to be the next one for a while. It's really just, it came down to us getting a really good idea for BBT, and then we talked about it more and more and more, and eventually all of us became so like hyped to make that idea that we decided let's just do it now. And
the
that's
devices
kind of
are
why we decided to do
the
Collisionist
device
Carnival next.
the devices get so hyped that they are finally making a award dedicated for this community.
I mean, yeah, we did have to kind of consider, like, should we really push our other plans back a little bit so that we could do Collisionist Carnival now? Is it worth it? And we did discuss it a little bit, but ultimately all of us were like, we have such good ideas for this that we could do it next. And I was on board with that. I very much was a fan of what we came up with, and wanted to work on it.
Actually, that make me realize when was the Cornetius Carnival started development?
When did it start develop? It's been a while. I
Like what like what specific date or any event? What
I
when
mean,
did it
pretty
happen?
much right after Steam Age Part 2 got done. Like, we didn't really. We had a little bit of a break, but not that big. We just started making it then.
Wow, I thought it's like it was being made on since like part one.
What do you mean by that?
I thought it was like being planned since like
No, no, we
part
were
one of
very much like
Steam
we
Ages.
focus on one thing at a time for the most part. Like when we were working on a part of a world, we were just working on a part of a world. We're not gonna, do a lot other miscellaneous stuff for the future, unless it's epic realms or stuff like that. That's not that intensive on the teams. But you know, there's a bit of ups and downs there. It's case by case basis. Anyway, I
The
gotta.
only intensive part,
I have
the only
to
intensive part
answer
I
some.
imagine of these quiz.
What?
Oh, my bad. I imagine the only intensive part of Quest is that if you were to make an epic round, it would be too hard to make a new land because China didn't make one or something like that and use
That
zombies.
kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, for hypothermic hollows, we had basically all the assets just there for us to use. So like, why not? Anyway, I gotta
Except,
start focusing on the chat now. I'm very much behind. Were there other world cons? Oh, I just read that one. Feels like there's more Reflourished devs than modern PopCap dev. Probably. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. The modern PopCap dev team is very much cut down from what it used to be, I'm pretty sure. Where is CC gonna be placed difficulty-wise relative to Steam Ages? I will say it like this. It's not gonna be as difficult as Steam Ages, but it is going to be more hectic. I think, yeah, that's the word. So yeah, it's gonna be overall less difficult, but more hectic. More like, I don't know. You'll see when it. You'll see. You'll see. I'll just end it at there. Feels like every world moving forward will always be 6 peppers. We got a zombie friend, so it's no. It's not gonna always be 6 peppers. No. We want to have worlds that differ in difficulty. We don't just want to continuously do 5 peppers, 5 peppers, 5. That's gonna get old quickly. Question: would you all think about the current balance state of plants right now? Me personally, I'm very happy with it. I think there's only a few plants that I don't really see a use for right now, but for most plants, I really like enjoy using them. I think everything is in a fine place, pretty much everywhere. Like even for short levels, for penny challenge type of levels, for like adventure levels. Like every plant has kind of a purpose somewhere, and I like that about this current state of balance. And I feel like there aren't that many brain dead, shut your brain off strategies that you can go to anymore. Pretty much every strategy at least demands that you get creative at least a little bit. I know, but people still thought it was gonna be official. Yeah. BB2 is honestly already solid. The lawn is lovely. I'm thinking of just making a little side mod level pack that's just BBT but not LTE design. Honestly, even that would be pretty good. How does Elder Hailstorm survive that explosion? He is just that powerful. He is he's just that much of an alpha. He is that big of a Chad that he just survives it. You can't take him down that easily.
So Sigma.
This is a CC League trust. Yeah, true. The Buckethead is immune to Sunbeam. I think you're confusing birthday zombies. He's that good. Also, to have a non-CC question for once, what do you think of the way Penny's challenges are handled now, with the addition of ultraviolet challenges, just harder challenges in general, etc.? I just kind of let the level designers do whatever they want. If it's not gonna be official, and by official I mean stuff that's actually gonna appear in the game as a makeshift limited time event, they can do just whatever they want, because if people want to play it, they have to download it and all that. And from there on, I don't see that as my responsibility. They can just do whatever. I do really hate the name. I do really hate the name Ultraviolet Challenges. I asked them to please change that, and they did, so I'm glad about that.
I wish it was like called based on the old name, that the hot sausage challenge name.
I think we agreed on something like that going forward.
I mean, at least if variant challenges start being called hot sausage, it would be cool.
Will there be a mini boss teams for every world? Well, I mean, probably in the far future. Like, I just make them on a case to case basis. Like when we're making a realm and we want to have a mini boss fight there, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it, and then I just do. because they are they're not easy to make. I do have to dedicate quite a bit of time to like perfecting them. It's not even about making them. I can make them in like a day or two, but the problem is I'm very particular about details in music, so I let my perfectionism run, and it takes a bit. So I do plan on making them for other worlds when we do realms for other worlds, or maybe premium quests. I'm not sure, but eventually, yeah, there will be more.
Speaking of which, I like how. Speaking of which, I like of how I like how when you like edited the holiday mashup boss theme for Frostbite Cave, you actually kept like the Christmas instruments there.
Yeah, because they were fitting. I also
And also, I like how you actually made a different melody for the theme at some points.
yeah, I'll
It's
do
cool.
that for every one of them. I'll always change the main melody to reflect the wave 1 melody of that world. That's something I've set for myself. I'm not gonna do the cheap route where it's just not holiday mashup or whatever. I want to get these like I want to make these like as the best they can be. I don't want to rush them out.
Do not rush art.
Yeah, tell that to Jay. Follow up to this then. Steam Age's difficulty came from having to defend against tanky threats from both sides of the lawns. It was pretty hectic then. Is CC gonna be hectic in a different way? It's gonna be hectic in a much different way. So, Steam Ages, all in all, is only hectic in terms of having to keep your eye on multiple, places on the lawn. Like, go left, go right. Like, check left, check right. And besides that, Steam Ages was mostly a very like mechanical world. Like things were in place, You know where the Steam sewers are. You know what specials are gonna come on the right side. You're just gonna play around that. In Caliginous Carnival, it's a lot more like the zombies are playing tricks on you. They constantly want to try to get you. Like it's hectic in a way where instead of having to like maintain your defense so it doesn't falter or whatever, you're constantly trying to one up the zombies in some way, or even like one up yourself in some instances. We really try to make the world feel like you're going up against a whole different type of threat compared to Steam Ages. Because again, Steam Ages.
Shout out to clowns. They actually figure out how to prank you.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because in Steam Ages, we purposely made the gameplay feel very, mechanical. Like, this is here, this is there, this is gonna come out now, then...
Also, I noticed how, like, most of the Steam Ages, like, pressure all the time. Which actually fits to the context of the timeline.
Yeah, because Steam Ages, like, when you see a level in Steam Ages, you can immediately kind of like start strategizing around everything there. You know what the zombies are gonna be doing, you know how things are gonna play out, you know you're gonna have to defend everything. You're like, it's essentially like Steam Ages is you as a player trying to work around the mechanics of the environment that the zombies have kind of prepared for you. Whereas in Caliginous Carnival, it's more like the environment itself is weird. It's unpredictable. It's unreadable. Like, it's very much a complete opposite of Steam Ages in some ways. It's hectic in a way where you can't read it like you used to. Like, for most of the worlds, it's like a rule of, what you see is what you get. In Caliginous Carnival, that may not always be your best strategy. You're gonna be having to adapt on the spot quite a lot. I might have said too much, but I think I left out the most important stuff, so you guys can pick apart what I just said as much as you want. It's a much different feel. For me, this is basically Jay and Chris's playground now, especially vets and UVs, because there's like more or less than 10 people that cares about vets and UVs. I think there's not much to say. Yeah, again, I'd let them do whatever they want. so that's not my responsibility anymore. Apple Mortar changes? No, I think everyone on the dev team feel like Apple Mortar's pretty good, and like not too good. I don't know. Matt, wait. So what are UV challenges called now? You will see. The gambling be added to Reflourished. You can gamble outside of Reflourished right now. Don't let the gambling deniers hold you back.
Or you can also gamble in Benny's challenge. Some people go broke
True,
from
true.
playing.
90% of players quit before their before their winning run. Real SpongeBob mini boss team was so peak. I made that just like as a joke and gave it to the devs as like, you know, use this wherever you want, and then we just didn't. Unfortunately, we get jump scared by clowns. That is a bit more accurate than you think it is. That's you will look back
Like
at this
Five Nights at
message.
Freddy's, guys.
You will look back at that message and think about what you've said.
Oh man, I can't believe when I said good morning and happy birthday 5 nights at Refresh back then, I protected the next word. I can't believe that.
You made Steam Ages sound like Mrs. Puff when SpongeBob is taking a drive to this when he said, look left, look right. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you do in it. I feel like BVT Zombie synergizes pretty well. They do synergize pretty well, and they also work very well with the new gimmicks that we thought up. Among
I
all
also
the...
hear, I also hear that Jed, or like you said about something about how they also work very well with Faza Breaker. So I was wondering how.
With Vasebreaker? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, someone like out of the team said that this word works very well with the Vaza Breaker.
Well, I didn't say that. I don't know who said it, but I mean, they're probably right. I don't know. I didn't try it, but they're probably right.
It sounds like you want to kill them for saying that.
Not really, because they didn't reveal anything, and it's not like they're wrong. I just don't know if, like... I just don't know myself. I haven't tried it. Among all the devs and mods, who do you think that works the hardest in terms of anything from being active to making levels to helping others to banning scammers, etc.? I think everyone's working pretty hard. Anyone who's doing mods for this game is pretty much just doing it like from sheer power of will, because there's nothing that any of us gain from this. My respect goes to everyone making mods, because like
Except
for real,
effort
it's
buffs.
not an easy thing to do, and you pretty much only do it for your own satisfaction, and that deserves respect.
I
Haha,
mean,
we
those
got
effort buffs
PeaMix to
will
leak.
shoot-
Yeah, I leaked quite a lot. Unrelated Reflourished question, kinda. Have you watched or heard of Killers Clowns from Outer Space? No, but that sounds awesome.
You should watch it. Please watch it. Please, I beg you. It's very good. You must watch it. It's like the best.
Depends.
Call the work related stuff.
Yeah,
But
gonna use
trust
it
me,
as a
please
tax
just give it a
write-off.
watch. You will see why I told you. Please.
Will any new mini bosses be added anytime soon? Probably not until we do another Epic Realm or Premium Quest or something like that. That's pretty much the places where we're gonna be doing more mini bosses. I'm predicting the future. I believe what they meant mean that new race breakers are going to be fun considering the toolbox they're available with new worlds. Yeah, that definitely is true. Caliginous Carnival gives a lot of new stuff for level makers to play with. Okay, I've finally caught up on chat. Finally.
Please, Team Ages. I mean, Sky City.
Do I have to point at the sign again? I believe what they... Oh, that's... I just read that. Oh yeah, something I've been kind of wanting for a while. PC's kind of revealed that there's a bit of a scarcity on heavy planes to play around with. Are we gonna see a plane that's 350 plus in cost in CC? Thing is... maybe? I'm not certain on how we're gonna balance part 2 plans. Don't get your hopes up. It's probably not gonna happen, but there is a chance. I will say that. I don't think Caliginous Carnival is really a good place for expensive plans. It's just a lot of stuff is going on, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I basically just
May have.
I basically just answered you by not answering anything. Oh man, I'm gonna join in after I get home. Looks fun. Yeah, I'll be here for a while probably. There should be a
Yo,
thousand suns cost
yo.
in a night world. Yeah, true. In Endless, also a factor in balances because Endless players have taken L's and L's. Endless, I mean, kind of sometimes, but the only time we really doubled down on Endless players was when we decided to keep Dusklobber overpowered for a while, and we just kind of figured like it's not worth it anymore. So yeah, sorry, Endless players.
It, but I feel like there's gonna be other plans that's gonna be powerful later.
I mean, new plans are gonna be coming out all the time with new updates, probably. Like with big content updates, I mean. So you Endless players are gonna have more stuff to play with. We had EP buff, true. Your mood changes so fast that I should keep up or not. Yeah, I like to keep people on their toes. Always second guessing everything I say. All right, I'm finally caught up with chat, so I can take more questions now, and like actually immediately respond. Was there a reason to why you guys purposely made references to Dark Ages and parties icons and stuff? Because I feel nostalgia when I saw them. Yes, there was a reason.
I also noticed how like the lawn looked like it's almost Dark Ages, but at the same time not Dark Ages. So I'm gonna just ask a graphical question, not like anything gameplay or voice or something. Is the next word like Carnage? How do you spell it, guys? How do you spell the next word name?
I mean, all I'm gonna say is just look up what Caliginous means as a word. Just look it up.
Yeah, I know. It means like dark or something like that. So is this word gonna like graphic wise gonna be familiar to Dark Ages? That dark blue and stuff?
Well, yeah, it will be very Caliginous.
Why so colleague?
Jeez, I can't think of gambling questions. That's okay. Don't let don't let meaningless stuff like PvZ2 mods keep you away from gambling. For legal reasons, I have to clarify that was a joke.
Yeah, can we make a lawsuit against PeaMix for encouraging gambling to kids?
Have I watched Parkour Civilization? No, I don't care for Minecraft content. I just don't care. It's peak. The more people talk about it, the less I want to look at that, the less I want to watch it. Just out of spite.
This reminds me of the time where people kept trying to gaslight me into playing Gomori, and I end up not even playing it at all.
Will there be a Choose Your Seeds Zomboss level? Maybe if we like get drunk or something. I don't know.
Can you make a mini challenge where it's select your you select your seeds Zomboss fight? Benny's challenge.
No, Penny. That's not what Penny's challenges are about.
Fuck!
When will the next batch of costumes be released? I have a whole bunch of coins that I need to spend somewhere. Next, I mean, every update brings new costumes with it. I'm pretty sure. We constantly have a costume lineup being worked on. We just released a batch this update, man. That's true.
Guys, when they get 20,000 costumes, I need more costumes.
I think randomizing the cost for PC tickets is the most diabolical thing we could do. It's so unnecessarily evil.
When you have hardcode editing but you misuse it.
No. It should be between 0 and 100 gems. So if you get unlucky, well, guess
Only
sucks
100?
to be
Oh,
Oh
you.
my god! They are encouraging gambling. They want gambling. These guys really want gambling.
I say make
I
it
mean, yeah.
1,000.
As I said, gambling is a very high priority in life. Like, think about it. You can earn 500% of what you deposited, but you can only lose 100%. So who's the fool now? We should add a gambling option for people who have access coins. Like, just gamble them away.
Or have pinatas.
Wait, this sounds funny. Each time like you lose, there's a secondary option of buying the tickets throughout coins.
Yeah, we should just add like an actual gacha machine where you get tickets or you get nothing. Oh yeah, speaking of Abyss, do you guys plan on making new minigames that have new minigames apart from existing minigames? That is a very true sentence. But as for the answer, yeah, we're gonna be making original minigames. I mean, we already have been. Steam Ages
question,
has backwards engineering, and Holiday Mashup has Feast of Us Morning. So yeah, we are making new minigames.
It's a good question, but I wonder, how does that relate to Abyss?
Yeah, true. How does that relate to Abyss? You should add
So
a
people
pinata
can-
where you get seed packets that do nothing. True.
I think it relates to Abyss because people will finally get more gambling gimmicks in Billy's challenge.
Oh,
Penny
right, because
Challenge
if
is
we
like
don't
the
add
last
gambling,
place
they
that
will
should
go
have
to the
gambling,
Abyss.
I'm gonna be honest. Penny's Challenge should
There is-
be like endurance runs, you know.
There's like two types of addictions. One being gambling, other being Billy's challenge. Choose your addiction.
Honestly, Penny's Challenge addiction is probably worse.
Real.
Where is everyone?
Give him time. Good questions
In
take
your
time to think of. I
This
guess
is
to
like
get thought
survival.
of. Seen people tweaking from the lack of gems because they can't play. Yeah, true. PC addiction is a very real phenomenon, and I'm very glad.
My favorite part is how one of the EX developers literally just became broke from them.
True. See, that means it's doing its job. There's some people who say like, oh, why do we need why do we need a gem sink in this game? Because like, what else are you gonna do with them after you get all the plants? Like, genuinely. The only other kind of uses for it are what, speed up Zen Garden boosts and like get them instantly, which like most players like. If you have a huge amount of gems,
No, you don't get it. I need to buy more coins.
yeah, true, but like the thing is, if you have so many gems, you're probably already a very good player to be able to get to a point that you have so many gems. So
Their
you're
argument
not
was
gonna
like-
need Zen Garden boosts. But you know what you might do, you might find interesting if you're a good player that has that many gems? A challenge. So yeah, it's quite simple, really.
Can you allow boosts in Billy's challenge so I can boost my Ultimato until I become broke?
Yeah, see, this is why you're not allowed.
I have 2,300 gems and nothing to spend them on. Thank God for PCs.
Yeah, see?
Their argument was like, the stuff to get gems takes too long. I just want to play PCs.
If you just want to play PCs, there's like a whole backlog of them that you can just download and play.
Yeah, and for that they said, yeah, no, but I'm just gonna forget about it.
Okay, then like write
And
it down
like,
somewhere. I don't know. Like,
issue, dude.
yeah, we've had a few complaints like that, and I just gotta say, like, Penny's challenges should, in my opinion, be played with the gem sync aspect to them, because they're the most arcadey feeling thing in the game by design. I wanted them to feel like an arcade game. You know, you have to deposit something to actually win it, which is what creates this tension of like, oh, I already sunk 10 gems into this attempt. I'm gonna try and make it work. You know, I don't want people to go into these endurance runs and like hit reset at the middle just because of like this isn't going well. Like I want people to actually try
Will
with each
there
attempt.
be a reset
I
button
kind of just
in the
forget
next
that it's
update in
option how I
these
hit these stuff
challenges?
anyways.
Lore-wise being that the clowns took Power Snow and left Power Pinch. That would be okay. That would be sadistic. Yeah, if Caliginous Carnival had Power Pinch instead of Power Snow, I think that would be like I don't know, riots in the streets.
Alright.
Actually, what about a PC throwback quest with no rewards? It's just the last week's PC. Who is gonna manage that? That sounds miserable to manage. Like, especially because we would probably have to schedule them ahead of time, which just sounds. I mean, AB is already like stuffed with stuff to do, so like I don't want to add more to him. If there is ever some kind of automated way to do it, then like yeah, probably there's not really much holding it back. But the reality is currently we don't have a way to make it automated.
Wait.
Repeat
I have a
this
suggestion. I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. So you know the weekly challenge quest from like Aldverse thing, you know, the weekly challenge level. What if there was like one for Reflourished, but it's like a replay of the challenge just passed out?
Again, not automated. Pretty sure that's not automated.
Yeah.
Which thought of Reflourished first? You or AB fan? AB fan, and I mean technically both of us, because at that point it wasn't Reflourished. It started off as Holiday Mashup 2. It was just meant to be an update to his very old Holiday Mashup mod. But then eventually, as it just got bigger, it got turned into Reflourished. So technically, AB fan initiated what would become Reflourished, but then technically both of us in the entire dev team at one point decided, okay, this needs a name change.
Did you even know about Did you even know about Plants vs Zombies Angry Birds fans since Holiday Mashup 1 or not?
I knew him for a while. Like, I don't know exactly when, but like probably since 2017, maybe even earlier. Actually, even probably before, even like 2016. Yeah, 2016 is when I met most people that I'm like friends with in this community. So probably at that time. But I haven't talked much to AB for a while. I think we really just started making the mods together when, you know, it was when he just hired me to make Holiday Mashups music, and from that point on, that's when we actually like started really working on the mod. I wasn't supposed to do anything except music, but I just wanted to because I thought it was cool, and like I don't know, I wasn't doing anything else at the time, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you for making more stuff. Now I can laugh. Now I can laugh every time I see the twin sunflower.
Wait, why?
Because of the funny backstory of it. And
Oh.
Wolfie Games failing from.
Oh
and,
yeah,
and,
that was funny. That was really funny. Yeah.
If it wasn't for this mistake, we wouldn't have the legendary clips of Wolfie player rage quitting over getting his twin sunflower.
The thing
killed.
is, it wasn't a mistake, right? It was very much deliberately there, but it's just, I would call it more an oversight because I don't know. I guess didn't have enough playtesters to realize that, oh wait, someone could get ridiculously determined to keep that thing alive. So yeah.
19% of Wild West Day. Which day was it?
I think, hold on, 30? No, maybe. I think it was
It
was like
30.
30 or 31. It was one of those days.
Yes, one of those.
19% of Wild West 32 players quit before they save Twin Sunflower from the first wave.
What's your thoughts on reference costumes? I like reference costumes. I made some suggestions for reference costumes. I like when the media I enjoy is in another media that I enjoy. I think there are too many of them. I mean, that's fair. I do like them though. I want more of them for stuff that I like.
Hey, Benny, can you give us your option about the Owl House? Like, speak up, open your mic. Please talk.
I have never watched an episode of that show in my life. That was just something AB wanted.
It's according from how Benny says the show. It's like Gravity Falls if it was woman. I think that's how it is.
I don't know. I don't watch those types of shows. I don't really watch anything recently. But that's besides the point. For this world, we need a new clown costume. We should, yeah, honestly, yeah, we should get a new clown costume. Because whenever we do an original cast, there are so many people looking for the reference, and that kind of blows. I mean, that's more the fault of the people than the reference costumes, but yeah. Never said anything, I just named the file for it accurately. More top hats. Honestly, yeah, we need more top hat costumes. I wanted to do some CC related costumes, but we can't at the moment. Can I just take that as to true information without researching?
Oh my God! Is that the guy that make the Meet the Newspaper Zombie animation?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Yeah, this is Mechanic.
Good morning! I love that video.
PeaMix Papa, let's set the record straight. Will you make Gold Leaf available in every world? Okay, I will set the record straight. No, we will not do that. AB's dumb girly show. Pinna, you're a real one for that.
See, I told you the show is literally just Gravity Falls if it was woman.
I haven't even watched Gravity Falls, so I don't even know what that means. You can call me uncultured all you want. The Shero's dev costume.
Like
Whose idea was your rabbit? Oh yeah, that's the Shero's dev costume. This is the name of it in the render channel. True.
Speaking of his costume, I like how it referenced an Arabic quote that we actually use at one point in Arabic. I like how it has a specific Arabic reference that I can understand.
It
Like
was,
I
think, just...
costume name.
Yeah, it was taken from one of Shero's profile pictures, because he always has profile pictures with those on. How many plants in total are there gonna be in CC? That is something I cannot say. I mean, you can probably make
plants!
you can probably make a good guess, but yeah.
Is it 0 plants?
I mean, do you think there will be 0 plants?
Yeah, because I didn't play the parties, so there will be 0 plants.
Well, you're free to think that. How would the updates to 9.6 work? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not the tech guy, so... probably the tech guys have already figured it out. I do know that there's a lot of coding stuff that's been, like, developed recently, so... I'm sure they're gonna try and make it as painless as possible. How long after the BBT world idea did someone find the word Caliginous? It was literally while I was rendering out... I was streaming myself making music for the Carney world, and I was about to render one of the first iterations of the team music, and I was like, okay, what do I call this? And Slimaku in the chat was literally just like, Caliginous. and I was like, okay, Caliginous Carnival, and literally that's all that that's all there is to it. The name just stuck.
I mean, it's better than having circus ages.
How long have you been doing PvZ music? Way too long. Way too long. I've been doing it for like 10 years at this point.
Real people remember Ice Age theme that uses Super Mario 64 themes.
No,
Funny thing, funny thing, I actually saw them as your first upload. Like when you upload them, that was like literally the first thing I saw before even Happy Land.
That's awful, but the real ones know about all the worlds that I privatized. The real ones were there. The Ice Age and Stone Age stuff I literally made as a kid messing around in some audio software, but you can find them literally on my channel right now because I wanted to keep those up just to have people know this is where these are my origins, and then compare it to where I'm at now.
How did this guy turn from Super Mario 64 into new music's phone?
It's a wonderful concept called aging, and also learning. Wait, they're private now? Yeah, a lot of them are, because they suck, and I don't want people looking at them. I hate it when people got them recommended in their sidebar constantly, and they can't, like... Yeah, it was a mess. Alright, how's that professor who failed you? Oh my... What have I told you guys last time? Huh? I completely forgot that I talked about that. What did I even say?
What, professor?
Is that a professor failure project, which is why something in Reflourished was delayed? Oh, well, I passed that, so I don't care. What the next AF joke team? Brain rot? Every single AF joke team is brain rot. I don't know what you mean by that.
They want Skibidi Toilet.
That is one thing that we'll never do.
Actually, just give them Steam Images, please, I beg you. If they want to shut about Steam Images, just give them Steam Images in April.
Yeah, I really like it that us announcing CC made the Google search results for Caliginous like skyrocket. Let's put a zombie on a toilet. That's the least funny thing I've ever heard. Rizgyat, etc. Yeah, no. Honestly, this year's April Fool's was so messy. Because, like, we had so many people on board, because we had no regulations on it. Because, like, why would we? It's April Fool's, like, who cares? But then what ended up happening is people just throwing in references after references after references, and it's like... Oh, okay, I guess. I really liked some parts of this year's April Fools, but I really didn't like other parts. But yeah.
What was Five Nights? No. I mean, it was Five Nights at Freddy's and Happy Land specifically made by you.
No, Happy Land, yes, but FNAF, no. FNAF wasn't my idea. Someone was just like, okay, let's do FNAF, and like, yeah, that's just kind of how it happened.
Thank you, Random Best. Thank you, Random Best and the development team for adding Five Nights at Freddy's ages there. Now we know what's the next word.
Like, I think the whole bit with MatPat and Markiplier just it went way too far. Like, I think at that point it was just like reference humor for the sake of it. I kind of preferred it when it was just Breaking Bad and stuff like that, because that stuff is so like completely unrelated to PvZ that it's funny. FNAF had some good jokes. It wasn't bad. It was more so like, I feel a lot of it was just done for the sake of it. Five Nights at Freddy's, that... Okay, some people think that music slaps, and some people cannot stand it, and I'm not sure where I fall into that, even though I made it.
Do you know why people can't stand this theme?
I know. I very much understand why they can't stand it.
Yeah, it's that one level, you know which one.
Horror. Yeah, I literally. I mean, it's probably well known that what video I sampled for that and the Ultimate Battle one. Yeah, it's the Shalera to Freddy Fazbear video. I love that video.
I think my friend that's called Super Lugic 5 was almost going insane from the theme because of how much he kept failing at the Goblin puzzle.
The Goblin levels were my favorite part of this LT. I don't care that it made I mean, I will rephrase that. I very much care that people got upset about it, but I find it hilarious. So, I don't care that they're angry. I care about the fact that it made them angry.
Me, when I finish the Goblin level, now I can hear Freddy Fazbear inside my head all the time.
Come on, the math was easy. I went really soft with some of those questions. Come on. The programming question was the funniest one, though.
You should add a question about programming a website so that I can fail on it, just like how I failed this year on it in college.
The funny thing is, I had to actually take my course on programming a website. I had to take the exam 3 times, and I barely managed to scrape by on the last attempt. Just barely. I had to Saul Goodman that shit on the oral exam, but I did it, so I'm free to do Reflourished now. Without having to dedicate myself to that subject anymore.
Oh man, so these people are complaining about the math question when they haven't even seen your actual question, your actual exam.
I mean, I'll touch on this subject just a little bit because it's not related to Reflourished or anything. But the exam that I had to take for that subject literally had 4 separate parts, which was coding in CSS and HTML as the first. The second was JavaScript. The third was Node.js, and the fourth was just purely theoretical questions. And in all 4 parts, if you didn't score above 50%, in all 4 you would fail. Which is the most diabolical thing I've ever seen. Whoever thought of that should just get fired.
Does that person that made this system wants students to just commit suicide or what?
Probably.
I can't even pass out my own college, and now you tell me you have a system like that.
I mean, it just speaks for itself, doesn't it? Anyway, okay, is CC gonna have special objective to its own world like Steamers did with the Blueprint? It's gonna have its own minigame, yeah. No more goblins. That would be a very sad thing. I love goblins. I love Gorblin.
Can we have goblins in Benny's challenge? Or like in the Binyata party in the university?
Penny's challenge. Penny's challenge. Gorblin's quiz show. 40 questions.
You know what would be funnier?
I cannot. This year I actually finally get into a game design course that I signed up for. I'm done with general stuff. I finally get to do game design, but I literally cannot submit Reflourished as my final project because not only am I not the only one working on it, but also it's not a fully original game. It's a mod. So don't worry, I do have a complete plan on what my final project will be. I know how to do it. I have an idea in my head, but that's
is it Super Mario Bros. X?
No, no. Again, that's not my own thing. That's done in a level editor. I would have to make it from scratch, like in Unity or Godot or something. Probably Godot, because Unity shot themselves in the foot and the kneecaps and everything. Yeah, I'll probably do Godot.
I imagine some dumb scenario where when you give them your project as Reflourished, one of the people in the college who correct the answers and stuff realize that this is a leak of Reflourished and immediately just share it around.
Well, I don't know about that. I did say on occasion that I work on a mod, and that intrigued some people, but I mean, I could probably put it in a portfolio or something. So there's that. I think a lot of the people actually working on our team can also do it. Like I've seen some artists put their art for Reflourished on their portfolios, and it's really cool.
Oh man, can't wait to see a random refresh leak without knowing.
I hope CCOST gonna have some horror scream in the background. Oh, wait, none of you are ready for the CCOST. I think I've gone full Caliginous on it. It's very, very seasoned. Does anyone at my college recognize you as a developer from a forest based on my voice? I hope not. God, I hope not. I mean, probably not, because no one cares. Like, it's a very niche... Like, Reflourished is more niche than... it's not niche online, but in the real world, it is a pretty niche thing. What will you do if your job interview also happens to be a Reflourished player? I'll be tanking the heavens. Because I know I have a secure position then.
Easier easier job career taking.
But anyway, about CC's OST, it definitely has some more horror inspirations in there. It's not purely just happy fun times. Yeah, CC as a whole is you know what? I've seen someone ask like a few times on this server, like, is like that one villain from Ben 10 gonna be making an appearance or whatever? And besides the fact that we can't do that, they're pretty much on the money, because that is kind of the vibe we're going for with this, like very spooky carnival, you know. That episode traumatized me. I hope CC traumatizes you as well. I hope CC traumatizes a lot of people. Well, Balloon Boy from Five Nights at Freddy's to have his laughter or his speech appear in CC ambience. Are you the person who suggested that like 3 or 4 times before?
I don't know.
I know someone suggested Balloon Boy laugh in the ambience like a couple of times now.
It's probably like multiple people, because there was some multiple people. I don't know.
Right, because I added it specifically just because that one person kept asking. So there you go. I hope you're happy.
I can finally shit myself when I pray the
Don't
new
bend
word,
the knee
because I
for them
get my
people. Ask for
flashback.
more and more. I have my limits, trust me. Has anyone at your college recognized you? I've answered it. I've answered. I hope not. I mean, probably. They would probably, like, say something.
Or try to steal your phone.
Yeah, so they can dox me.
No, not dox you. Or to be exact, just dox the next word.
PeaMix, you should add Joker from Hit Game Persona 5 to Caliginous Carnival. No, I want Joker from Hit Game Persona 5 to be a costume, but I am never going to be able to convince the art people to do that.
Just make them play the game.
I would like to, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. There is another Joker from a hit something that's gonna appear in Caliginous Carnival, and that's the Jonkler. The Jonkler will be in CC.
Speaking of themings and jokers and that stuff, remember when I asked you earlier about killer clowns from outer space?
Yeah.
So in that movie, there's like it's literally just aliens who are literally just clowns, and they came from a big UFO. Their UFO looks like a circus stand, and they just come out of it. When I saw that and I just saw the new world, I was like, Is the Zombos Iceland is gonna be something like a futurist tent like killer crowds from outer space or
That's
something
an
like that?
insanely specific question, and it is one that I cannot answer because I can't answer about details like that.
Or you're not an art person?
That doesn't matter. I see what art people are doing. That's the thing. I supervise everything because I'm the lead dev in charge of CC. Like, I am the boss when it comes to CC. I have to see everything.
Are you a huge leader?
Yes, I am a huge leader of everyone, and so is AB. Jonkler leader, yeah. Honestly, I think the fact that we have been working on this for so long messed something up in our heads. I think that's why CC came out the way it did. We're all
Who's who's
jonklers on the inside at this point.
who's more mentally insane? Circus people in Reflourished or Crimson Front people in Eltvest about the war?
I don't know. I think clowns are more scary than war for some people, which is funny. Around what world did you get into PvZ2? Or is it before Farf? I literally got into it like back when the world maps were, you know, different. When they were like Mario world maps. That's when I got into it. Yeah, I'm old.
Also, so the Christmas update.
I don't know when it was, but I don't know. It was like,
Yeah, actually, did you know that the update that happened on is actually the Christmas update because of the icon of it? It's actually Christmas themed. Surprisingly.
surprisingly, I am not that brain rotted to know each update, so you caught me there. I was in this community before PvZ2. I played PvZ1 before 2013. I actually started with PvZ2. Like, legit, that was my first PvZ game. I think I was just bored one evening and was like, oh, I know this PvZ thing is, like, kind of popular. Let me just try it.
And that was the moment where PeaMix life changed.
That was the point where my life went horribly, horribly wrong.
You sound like we are like the average refresh Discord service user.
PvZ2 before leveling was good. I'm glad there's Reflourished. Yeah. I was so hyped for leveling. I thought they would like actually handle it in a unique way, but no, they just did it in the most boring, plain way possible. Basic Mastery 2000 SMH started when For Future is newly released. Wait, this is important. Will there be women in Caliginous Carnival? Yes, there will be women in Caliginous Carnival.
Yes!
Is SpongeBob gonna wreak havoc again? SpongeBob? Huh? What do you mean SpongeBob? There was never a SpongeBob in Reflourished. That's Nickelodeon. What are you talking about? I'm not aware of any SpongeBob. How do you expect them to handle leveling? I guess just with more grace. Like, I expected them to do leveling in a way that it doesn't completely destroy the balance of the game. I don't exactly know how, I just expected better, which was my fault.
Speaking of the Caliginous Carnival, I wondered another thing because, like, how you sound like about the music and stuff, I was wondering about the sounds of the zombies itself. You know the sounds of the zombies, the fear selves, are they gonna be different?
Oh, you mean the groans, the zombie groans.
Yeah, the zombie groans and mourns. You know
Yeah,
what
there
I
will
mean?
be unique groans. We're working
Would
on
they
those.
With how you said like there's some fear or horror elements, I imagine there's gonna be some insane sounding or psychopath sounding zombie at one point.
I can't reveal details, but there will be horror elements for sure.
Also, I swear to God, if I hear a specific sound like one of the M's just sounds like Balloon Boy, I would actually shit myself from fear.
I do incorporate my own voice in a lot of the music. I actually have my own voice in the holiday mashup music. I think it's in the intro of Midwave B. I think I just said, we'll serve dessert. I pitched it down and added a bunch of effects to it. But yes, I did use my own voice for the music of Caliginous Carnival as well. There's some instances where my voice can be heard.
I thought you made your voice as an instrument because there's an instrument in Holiday Mashup that sounded like someone's voice.
I'm not sure which one that would be, but no, I didn't use a voice as an instrument. Like, if anything, I used it as a sample. When making The Chosen One, did you get inspired from a level in Jurassic Marsh Endlands? No, I got inspired by something way funnier. So, originally The Chosen One was a Penny's Challenge being made by Plants 10,000. And they were making the challenge in the way that it was like The Chosen One, but it was only bullies, like all bully types. And it wasn't really working, it wasn't a fun level. They were like having trouble making it, and I was like, you know what, let me take this level over. I have a funny idea. And that's where it stemmed from. I was like, oh, so you're making The Chosen One? No, let me make it really actually be The Chosen One. And then I just threw everything in the garbage and just made it all Rock Puncher and added a bunch of new gimmicks to it and ambushes and whatnot.
If only the Rock Punchers have the health of a Gargantuan like from Vanilla, that would have been more funnier.
No, I'm never using my voice in a pitch context. Like, I'm not singing notes. I'm just using it for sampling because I can't sing. I absolutely suck at singing. I've tried it.
Can you make a Holiday Mashup theme using your voice right now?
I mean, I could sample myself singing a note, but that's cheating. So, will we get a sequel? Probably. I love that level. There will probably be some kind of sequel to it, but I don't want to just repeat it with a different zombie or something. I want to do something new with it, but kind of continue the idea. You're singing for the folks at home. No, this is going on my YouTube. I don't want people to be able to clip me singing horribly, so no thank you. He did Holy Mashup theme with a kazoo. That, I mean, technically you're correct. In a way. But that wasn't me, actually. That was just pure computer magic.
Fuck. I thought you actually did make the sound from your bazooka.
No, I don't even own a kazoo. That was the Dark Ages kazoo. This is the power of computer magic.
You know, speaking of which, I just realized, how did you even get the instruments of Plants vs Zombies 2 as a one?
I had excellent help, and we also, like, PvZ musicians shared their findings amongst each other, so I was also in that club, and I got forwarded some information, and then went on to look for other stuff myself. I found some... It's just kind of like a mini club.
I assume one of them is Silver Gunner service.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with CO Gunner. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not really active there.
I actually saw you replying to someone asking you for some PvZ2 related at one point.
I mean, I'm glad to share sources, like resources that I used for my stuff. But in terms of sharing PvZ, in terms of sharing PvZ2 stuff, I'm not sure if we're fine with like making that public yet or not, because I don't know. There have been some talks about, you know, maybe the people who discovered it don't want don't want it to be public or not. I don't know. I'm not into all of that. Like I'm just doing my own thing. I'm not really concerning myself with that.
Speaking of which, did you hear that one Silver Gunner cover of Your Holiday Mashup Wave 1 theme?
Yeah, really accurate. Very, very accurate. And I'm pretty sure they riffed it with what's the name of that singer?
Weird AI.
Weird Al. Yeah, it's Weird Al. It's a reference to Weird Al, which they love to do. But yeah, they did an excellent job. Everything sounds exactly like it does in my own version. And you know why?
Why?
Because I made it.
What?
I made it. I'm the one who submitted it. I got everyone. Everyone is a sucker in my world.
This is such an insane plot twist.
If no one wants to make Reflourished riffs, then I'll make them, damn it.
Makes you wonder if whoever also making the Altverse remix is the composer himself.
Oh, I know. In that case, it's not the composer themselves, but yeah.
So the composer was actually shocked when they saw a remix of Fear Asian Agent
Probably, yeah.
remake.
Probably.
I mean, even Boss One was like actually fucking amused in the comment section of the video.
Yeah. Would you make doc about how to make PvZ2 Reflourished levels professionally for beginner custom level makers? Thing is, I would. I just don't have the time, and I'm not sure I'm the best person for the job. So, yeah. Probably better for one of our other level makers to do that. It's not like I can't, but I think someone else could do a better job than me. And also, I'm busy. The Reflourished Bible isn't enough. Reflourished Bible is just about design practices and stuff like that. Although, I gotta mention now that you said that, some people took real offense to us calling it Reflourished Bible, and I just gotta say, it has nothing to do with religion. It's literally shows on television have a Bible. Every show has a show Bible. There are actual games as well that have the game's Bible. It's just a title for the design document. It's not that deep. Yeah. Some people thought, like, oh, why did you name it that? Oh my god, so pretentious. And it's like, that's literally just how people name it in the real world. Like, there's actual real document. Like, probably every show you've ever watched, probably at least half of them had show Bibles. You know, that's one of the things that you need to have when you're making a show. It's like, yeah. And it's also true for games as well. The Bible moniker is literally just given because it's like, you know, it's the book that we have to follow. So they just name it Bible. It's not that deep. But oh, by the way, I do think Reflourished Bible has to be updated eventually. It's kind of outdated on some things. Not everything. I think for the most part it still holds up, but there need to be some adjustments. Reflourished Religion. We worship Mechanic. That is true. We do worship Mechanic.
And make Mr. Zombos Tronic as the sacrifice for him.
Mechanic is Mechanic is the highest form of life.
One of the 10 Commandments goes as the following: one shall not rush art.
That is very true, yes. That was taught to us by the great mechanic zombie.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, we got another dev in the chat. We have a lot of people here.
I mean,
Yeah, it's the community manager.
I don't develop. Hello, I don't develop stuff, but I do work, I guess. I work. I'm not. I swear, I'm not ripping off of the TT.
Very
It
true.
sounds like you're drunk.
Hmm?
It sounds like you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm really tired. My bus came late and I had to wait an hour sitting still on the stop, and I am tired. My legs are done for.
Yeah, the Reflourished community is such a burden that we had to outsource it.
You guys are gonna make me work overtime.
I mean, that's up to you. What's the hell of the Reflourished community again? Oh, you sweet, innocent soul.
Okay, let me teach you. Just watch the chat. It's easy. You will know.
Hey, can we change bowling ball to have short range? Yeah, so true. So true.
Yeah, we're gonna change Bowling Ball to be like a Pokra on PvZ Vanilla, and we're gonna add like a Gatling P onto the game, and even buff it. We're gonna do so many cool things.
Mm-hmm. Very good things. All good.
Hey,
I'm
guys,
so...
please.
Oh my god, I am so mad that we ended up, not, like... We were gonna have a joke in this year's April Fools about some of the stuff people suggest us. And we were gonna have, like, a level or two where we literally just implement some of the stuff that people have been suggesting. But at some point we were like, oh no, that's too mean-spirited. But damn, it would have been funny.
There should be, if there is any other goblin question, there should be a goblin question talking about that one feedback for the one single missing pixel from Steam Ages Dumbos.
Oh yeah, true. That makes the entire game unplayable. I cannot believe we made such an oversight.
Next April Fools, we're totally gonna make that one pixel an entire zombie with its own mechanics. I'm joking. But,
you know what should be a question for a goblin level? It should be like, what is the question asked at like 2 hours and 40 minutes into PeaMix QnA number 3? It should be a question like that, and you have to pause your game and open my channel and like go to that timestamp just to figure it out.
Oh man, I can't wait to do an entire elaborate RNG just to find out some stupid answer that I can just figure out from.
Hope I just
answering
trying
the
to
wrong
listen to
question.
the. Don't say that.
Yeah,
my cat decided to vomit all over my. Yeah, you deserve that. Actually, you deserve that.
Yeah, this is the intense commentary that we baby devs of the Reflourished team have to put out.
You made a typo in the almanac. You should be ashamed. Also, Red Stinger is overpowered. True. True. We should reference this server is the next Fools reference. And gambling.
Next time I'm animating a world podium, I'm adding a missing pixel intentionally.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We have to give them something to complain about. Otherwise, they'll starve. I'm joking. But yeah.
Based, yeah, we're so based. We're so fucking based. We're the best. We're the fucking best.
Can I show the cut downfall ages for it? Oh my god, please show it. I am so sad that didn't make it in. Show it. This is another thing that was meant to get into this April Fools, but oh, unfortunately we had no time. It's so peak. It's so peak. It's not letting me? What do you mean it's not letting you? I'll DM it. Oh, you're making me jump through hoops. I can't... Bro, I'm recording this. I can't show our private messages.
Yeah,
Right,
download...
Can you like just download it?
You know what?
I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
I'll use my phone. No, I can't download it because if I go to download it, then I'll open the private messages.
No, but I mean, download it before you stream and then show it.
Oh yeah, true. I should go back in time to warn my past self of this interaction.
Well,
Okay, I'll do it on my phone. It's no biggie. Okay, here it
You
is.
sounds like you sounds like the time where Slimaku accidentally leaked your chat log.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, this is the peak that we unfortunately missed out on.
oh yeah, this thing. This thing. There is a couple of cool Easter eggs around if you look for them. They're pretty good.
If only this got in. Downfall ages.
I was shown this like I think it was yesterday. Pretty much, I'm getting like caught up on the Reflourished lore as the new inductee onto the cult. I have to get into the into the aspects of the Reflourished religion. April Fool's 2025 leaked totally.
Who made this? It's like surprisingly like yeah, it's Radiku. Radiku made this. He did a very good job on this joke of a lawn.
Did he recycle the expanded and it has lawn for it?
I don't know. Ask him.
Hey you! Did you recycle your mod lawn for it? Let's go! See guys, Refresh team is actually a bunch of lazy people. They recycle shit from old stuff.
We actually make nothing original. We just take it from other people and like give it our own touch.
I think
We do
the
absolutely
best thing
nothing.
we have ever made in the history of this mod is Happy Land being real. It warms my heart that Happy Land is now real and factual.
Can't wait for Stone Ages, man.
Happy Land is the best world that we've ever added. It speaks to our very nature as human beings. Very profound. Yeah, it makes me happy. It does make me happy.
Vosbreaker ages.
No, the only thing that can beat Happy Land is Sad Land.
It's the
What's
it's
that
the
then?
yin and the yang.
Mildly disappointed turf.
Neutral Valley.
Vosbreaker ages. That's gambling. Don't you know? We're actually gonna add gambling onto the game. We're gonna be so cool, and we're gonna add a new currency just for gambling. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I don't want to diss other mods on PC.
Just be happy. Come on, be like Happy Land.
Let's go gambling.
Happy Land by Kevin McLeod.
I'm gonna do my best version, but let's go gambling. Oh dang it!
That's me when I play April Fool's 24 and it's not a Happy Land level.
Where is everyone?
Give him time. Come on, they're people. They're not robots.
I thought they are zombies, like the Blasphemous zombies in Benny's challenge, where they attack immediately.
Is it going to be uploaded to YouTube? Yeah, I'm recording this.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
welcome to the television. You are now being archived as a part of the history of Reflourished.
Mom on TV. Hi YouTube.
You're gonna be an entity that aliens are gonna study at the future when we are dead or something.
What's up, YouTube? We're jonkling our
Don't say that. Don't say it.
I didn't say anything bad. I said jonkling.
Brick, I'm going to like actually send a nuke to your house.
Do it, I dare you. I want my house to be nuclear.
No, actually, I'm just gonna use the information of your house to dox you. It's way easier.
I have a window on my house. Dox me.
Can you send Sky City into his location?
No, I'm
Like
just
above
gonna
his-
dox. It's way easier. I don't have to do anything. I just put the information up. I let the other people do the complicated stuff for me.
I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. If you see this video, okay.
Hey
Well,
guys, we are building
finally.
Sky City above the Sky House.
Finally, we
You
can
have
finally
20
say
days.
that a doxing has officially happened during one of these. That's awesome.
And it's even by the developer himself. We didn't even need a hacker. I can't wait to see someone that prays for the downfall for refresh and will say, I will dox you. But then this guy comes in and, dude, my address is in the video. Just look at it.
How many people are even here? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 14 people. I think that's the most we've had on one of these. In the teaser parties, most of them had kernel pull and sampling as a given plant. So what I think it is, maybe.
Just wait and see. It'll eventually release.
Wait, actually, there is a question I needed to ask about the parties. Are the teaser parties actually have any context or hints toward the world itself, or are they just like vanilla teaser parties, where it's just random bullshit with the word stuff?
They have hints. I'm just not gonna say which ones.
Just if you want,
I mean, for who's that guy that likes Missile 2? Hey, what was the name of the guy that liked Missile 2?
I'm just gonna say that if you want hints, well, just try to analyze a lot of stuff that we've said. We've dropped a lot of hints on in-game stuff. Just have to really analyze it.
Okay, I remember. Who was that guy? I recall that one developer that liked.
I've never had kettle popcorn. I wonder what it tastes like. Wait. By kettle popcorn, do you mean like the stuff you put in your microwave? Like no.
Like microwave popcorn?
I've had microwave popcorn and movie popcorn, but that's pretty much all popcorn I've had.
Kettle popcorn? You mean like actually they put in kernels on like just a kettle and just like
also movie popcorn is incredibly overraed. Movie popcorn is like whatever.
It's super expensive.
It's like having to waste 1,000 suns for a kernel.
Waffles or pancake? Hold on. Pancakes in my country are not the same as in the U.S. Like pancakes here are like, I don't know how to describe it. They're very thin, and then you roll them up and you put some kind of sauce, like chocolate sauce, in them.
So crepes, like crepes, the French thing.
Maybe I don't know. I know they're not like the U.S. ones.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, aren't you British?
Balkan thing.
Don't insult me like that.
No, I'm saying, aren't you like European?
I am European, yes, but I am not British.
Can you like go to Creep's 20 house and like bring him here next to you, please?
I mean, I see no situation that I would ever do that, but I guess technically.
I mean, just please like bring him next to you and make him interview.
PeaMix is
Why would I do that? Also, no, I'm not French. That's even worse. My God, you guys are bad at this.
And pancakes are not only like a thing on France. They're like on a lot of places in Europe. Here in Spain, we also have like our own little variation of like crepes.
Okay, genuinely, does my accent sound French? Come on now.
It doesn't.
No,
but yes.
In fact, you sound like around a Middle Eastern person.
I'm not a Middle Eastern person, no.
You're literally next to the Middle East, so you're.
What is my favorite part of Britain? I have no favorite part of Britain. I don't like Britain.
So every part is your least favorite part.
Yeah, every part is my least favorite part.
if I get with PeaMix, this is actually a teaser because we're gonna make French Revolution ages. Now we're joking.
I think
I'm
I
joking.
think I made my disdain for Britain very clear when I wrote "Day Free of Steam Ages."
Wait, what? Can you
You
repeat
pissed
that?
off Wolfie though. You made him fucking censor Dave, which
And
was the saddest thing ever.
And that is the funniest part of his whole playthrough. So we're welcome.
You can't disrespect a good cup of tea or a good Yorkshire tea. I do like tea myself. It's good. I just don't like the British.
I like
Except for the few people that
I
do.
like tea as
Hard-
well,
hard-
but I like Wolfie being mad even more.
I wonder if he plays more Reflourished, he's gonna like censor Dave even more. He's
Hopefully
just
he
gonna
does,
remember-
because it's a very good bit.
That would be the best bit ever.
Heartwarming.
It's always morally correct to piss off True.
I
True.
feel bad about saying this because my fucking bestie is like British. I feel so bad because I love her so much. God damn it.
No. There's such a thing as being a British person and being a British person.
Okay, yeah, I guess your bestie parades colon.
Am I pushing
Juice
this too
cover.
far? I don't know if I'm pushing this too far.
Brick, I'm not gonna check my
I
covers.
mean it's your road, so you can insult your own kind. It's okay.
It's Colin Skink. Check your covers.
I'm not gonna check my cupboards.
Okay, good. This is just evolving into making fun of British people now. Very cool.
Hang on, let me do my best impression of that. Oh, what? Like,
I've had to do a British accent for 2 whole dev diaries, so I'm allowed to do it.
British people with the brown skin.
As an English teacher, I'm forced to imitate British accent 24 hours a day.
The worst of
Unfortunate
fates.
for
That
you.
sounds like a fate worse than death.
No. I think that is what happens when you die. That is the fate when that happens when you die.
Also, that's hell.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
I
just the mere ghost of myself.
I mean, it makes sense. You have been sentenced to make mechanic expert animations, so it's no wonder why you have to be British in school.
Thanks to the British accent. I am not gonna do it for the rest of the Q&A. I can do it for a little bit, but not for the rest of the Q&A. I think, hold on. I'm pretty sure what I did to get that accent was, like, listen to a couple of clips of, like, Alfred Pennyworth from some animated shows. For, like, some Batman shows, because he always has a thick British accent. So I just tried to imitate that.
First of all, how is just Yorkshire? Yorkshire tea is good. That's one of the only things that's good from the British. Is that British? No, communist.
No comment. First level of hell is just Yorkshire.
Bro, that's China! China! Guys, that's China!
That's actually so funnily coincidental because a new group has recently been introduced in the place where I work, and they're called York, and they're on the stage 1 of the books right now.
Perhaps they will shire someday.
Holy Shire.
I do like to, like, put on a very snobbish British accent for those types of characters that I will like in the dev diary, and it's because it's funny.
Okay, that gives is vile. That gives is vile.
Okay, yeah, this is derailed completely.
There's a very complete for Q&A. Anyways, please ask us most questions. We want good questions, please. Use 2 of your brain cells, and if you don't have 2 brain cells, please ask someone else for a brain cell.
Say that's
real quick.
important.
I think we're running out of material.
Okay,
Please
listen
mention
to me.
my
I have an important question.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know how you guys introduced something like the main star of Steam Ages Part 2 being mechanic expert? I was wondering, will Carnace's Carnival have something like that? Like a
Okay.
zombie that's
Can I
just
just
be the main
ask?
star?
Are you intentionally saying saying it as Carnaceous or something like that?
Bro,
bit?
I'm like, let me tell you something. I am Palestinian and I speak Arabic. If I
Oh.
sound like I can't say words correctly, that's because I'm not English.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I just had to confirm because I know
I
some
also,
people are jokingly calling it carnivorous carnival.
I also have like some voice issue right now, as you see me cough all the
Yeah,
time.
I apologize if that might have been insensitive. I just wanted to know if you're like making that joke or.
No, I actually can't spell names.
All right, yeah. So about what you asked, so hold on. You said collision like. Can you repeat what you said? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Let me explain to you. So you know how Steam Images have like a main
Oh
star
yeah, yeah. You
character?
asked like, okay, so is there gonna be a star for Caliginous Carnival, right? That's what you were gonna ask, right?
Yeah, like something that a specific zombie that take the place of the show.
Uh, for Act 1, I'm not sure. For Act 2, we do have a zombie that I think is gonna be a show stealer. We'll see.
Will it hit me so hard in the balls?
It will hit your plans. Yes.
It'll hit
Very
your
hard.
hand very hard.
What about my balls?
I guess if he reaches your house, then probably. I mean, we do joke because a lot about Caliginous Carnival is very off in terms of zombies. Like, how do I put it? They're not acting like regular old zombies. They're a bit weird. Like we intentionally made the characters in Caliginous Carnival, as in like the zombies, kind of messed up. Like they're not right in the head, and one of the stuff that we joke about is that they don't even want to eat your brain. Like if they get to your house, they don't even eat your brain. They just like kill you. Like they just punt you to death or something. I don't know.
Wait. You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
This is like Five Nights at Freddy's when the fun guy tells you that the animatronics won't do anything when they reach or something like that. Then he says the animatronics at Corky at night time. It's literally that.
I mean, yeah, these zombies are not right in the head. They are they're not just circus performers. They're something strange.
Serial killers.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
we definitely want to make a balance in between.
Finally,
whack.
I'm gonna get killed. This game will kill you in this world will kill you in real life.
They are Caliginous, yeah, they're pretty dark, or they're pretty like mysterious, kind of really almost kind of unnerving zombies. We really want to kind of balance it between being really absurd, like over the top zombies, and just really unnerving kind of designs.
They have a
It's
lot
bit of
more
a balance.
personality than zombies usually do.
Most definitely, I think this world is gonna have a lot of personality. It's gonna, again, it's gonna feel a lot different than other worlds in terms of like visuals. And I probably think even like the audio design is pretty different.
Wait, hold on. That reminds me. When you put it like that, is there gonna be like something insanely fucking stupid as Clockwork Zombie, the truth behind Clockwork Zombie, like you said in the previous?
Um, there is gonna be a plot point about what the hell is going on. I will say that. It's not gonna be on that kind of niche level, but it will
Digital
be.
Circus.
It's well, there is something to it because obviously it's not just a circus. It's something's going on. Like these zombies are not right in the head. Why is Zomboss even there? Like there's gonna be fun stuff to explore.
Yeah, definitely with this upcoming world, we're taking plot on like a different kind of way compared to vanilla PvZ. We're kind of trying to do our take with our plots and our story. We're kind of trying to take writing to a different kind of level.
Yeah, we're trying to do something that wasn't really done before in this world.
I'm just gonna say, I think writing is gonna be definitely something really important on next update.
Speaking of the lore of, speaking of the lore of stuff and stuff like that, I once asked one of my Spanish friends that's called, hold on, let me just find it. His name is Jico 2469 8. I mean, about Dark Ages lore in PvZ2. He just like did say like it's almost like as if Zombos came back to Dark Ages and he wanted to be like the Messiah or something like that. Like he's the coming back of Jesus, but ironically he ended up making himself as the devil, just with how he even used the dragon as his zombot.
That is
That is
an insane
wild.
theory.
That is wild, to be honest.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
it kind of makes sense if you remember the context of Dark Ages in history.
Wiki ages.
Thing is, PvZ2
Well,
doesn't really
well,
get into stuff like that, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't
it's a
say-
fine like as a theory, but
just
it will just remain a theory.
I will definitely say we're not gonna go like that insane with the plots, but we are gonna go much crazier than what normal vanilla PvZ2 goes. Like, I definitely say like again, writing is
I
gonna
will
be
say-
pretty important on the next.
Yeah, I
update.
will say after Holiday Mashup, Zomboss is like actually having to play on the back foot. Like for the first time in a while, the player and Crazy Dave and Penny actually have the advantage over him because Zomboss right now is broke. He's like completely down on resources.
Is he also broke on money?
Yes, he's also broke on money.
He's broke on
No
money.
wonder, no
and-
wonder why the C Corp no wonder why the Z Corp's animatronics are fucking exploding in. I mean the C Max explode in one fucking hit by a B shooter in that one LTE.
I mean, making huge machines that keep failing cannot be cheap, so
It's also not sustainable, and basically, well, when a leader constantly fails,
It is-
opposing parties start to show disdain, and eventually, things go pretty wild.
yeah, you've already
just gonna-
seen in Hypothermic Hollows, some zombies are getting sick of being led by Zomboss, and they want to actually, like, not be led by him anymore, because he just sucks so hard at it. And he's desperately trying to, like, you know, reclaim his position. I mean, he doesn't have to reclaim it, technically. He is still the leader of the zombies, and he probably will be for the foreseeable future. But he's in rough times.
We definitely
Please do not listen to anyone behind Zombo's team. They are a huge leader of everyone, and everyone believes them.
If Zomboss only knew that in Casino you can only lose 100% of your money but win more than 10,000%. True.
Exactly.
Zomboss's next plot should be gambling. That's how he makes back his money.
Yeah.
Like, he spent so much resources on Holiday Mashup and all the mini bosses and stuff, and then in Steam Ages he was just trying to, he was trying to get some more resources from there, but he is struggling.
Somebody's
Actually,
definitely
important
more of a leader
question,
by
did
name right now,
Zombos
even though
actually
he has
get
some
some
powers,
money
so.
from Steam Ages?
I mean, he did plunder the factory, right? Because I think it's mentioned in his almanac entry in Steam Ages that he literally just took their parts, made a new Zombot, and like left them, and now the factory is broke. Yeah, he's penny
Where is it?
pinching.
Well, you know, when I read that, I thought this had a teaser. I thought this had like a war teaser for the future that due to this happening, this will make some consequences or like time-changing events in the future because of one factory just fucking broke. It just sounds so funny. Like one specific factory go broke, the entire Soviet Union just goes into hell at modern day.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, kinda. Like, I do want to have a very much cause and effect kind of storytelling here. Like, whenever something happens in a previous world, like, that's actually gonna impact the story going forward. I think that's a very fun direction to take it, instead of just each world doing the old shebang constantly on repeat.
yeah.
Theory. Zombos leaving Steam Ages after after the fight was the result why the Great Depression just started.
That's again an insane theory, but it's a funny one.
Depression. Oh my god. But yeah, we've been setting up a lot of stuff I feel like people just need to kind of figure it out. But definitely, we want, yeah, as PeaMix, I definitely want to go for cause and consequence. We're not forgetting about a lot of stuff we've said in the past in game on Reflourished. There's definitely gonna be a lot of stuff, and I think it's gonna be really exciting.
Zambos just pulls out boxing gloves and starts fighting plants himself.
Like, seriously, Lord, kinda.
We never set up for April Fool lore. It just happens.
April
It's
Fool's
not
is
planned. It just happens.
April Fool's is kind of like a thing that we just barf out because we feel like it's funny. And that's why
Yeah.
a lot of stuff doesn't get into the final cut. It's because we don't have enough time. We just kind of like start like, oh my god, let's add this funny thing and let's add this other thing. Like,
Yeah, it's never the priority. Like,
it's
April
just
Fool
joke
stuff is
after
never the
joke.
priority.
It's just joke after joke after joke. It's a cumulus of stuff, and then we say, okay, we're gonna barf it all to like 15 levels or 20 levels, even like
I
the
think
amount of levels.
the main reason why people hated this year's April Fools is because they played it all in one sitting when it was not designed to be played in one sitting.
Yeah, this was more like a mini world rather than just like a limited time event. It's just that we had it set up as a limited time event because it was
Yeah, we
limited time.
gave like this year we gave 2 weeks for people to go through it, but most people just wanted to go through it in one sitting. So yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have give them 2 weeks because that make it too hard for them to actually keep up.
2 weeks is more than we gave for SpongeBob Age, the previous year. So yeah. I think SpongeBob Age was 1 week, and this was 2 weeks.
We will definitely get. Oh my fucking god! I feel like that's. Oh no!
You know the entire lore of Zombos being broke and have no money. It sounds like as if he at one point he's gonna just go like fuck it, and he goes to the origins of the time roots, which is the Groms from Garden Warfare 2, and just like he steals the goodies to make up a huge Zombos. Then the Groms like look at that and like
He has a
fuck you.
plan. I will say, even though he's broke, he has a plan, and he is executing upon it. He is still scheming. He's doing something.
Zombos be like, hey guys, can you please Google how to make an invest in or be a dictator and for the entire world so I can have money?
He wants money, but not because he just wants money. It's because he needs it to complete his plan. He's still doing stuff for mysterious reasons.
Vegas ages.
Why does Zombos not steal from all? Why does Zombos not steal from every bank in the timeline? Is he stupid? Zombos after he steal every bank from the timeline and go back to modern day. There is no Soviety.
Thing is, you're always there to stop him though. Even it's kind of a running joke in Reflourished that whenever Zombos tries to do something, you're always there to stop him, even when it's the most innocent stuff, like him just wanting to make a movie. You're just there to stop him.
Just wanting to take a holiday. Wanted to take a holiday, and he was kind of breaking time and space, so it was kind of necessary. But
even then,
at the same time, poor guy, poor guy.
Yeah, with the movie stuff, he did come to your lawn and he wanted to kill you for the sake of the movie. But yeah. So basically, whenever he's doing something, Penny, Dave, and the player are there. They're to stop him.
Grandpa Clock 3, oh my god. I'm reading so many fucking florbs, just people mashing out random stuff, like the Garden of Ban or just Vegas H's. I definitely want to say, a lot of the joke stuff we include, we sometimes just kind of take out of the community saying some joke stuff over and over again. And it's just
basically
let's fucking do this thing for real. It's really funny.
No. It has to be an actually funny inside joke first.
I mean, we're not gonna take something horribly cringe. It has to be really funny.
How will this affect the Reflourished reputation?
We need Mechanic Zombie to say "I am Steam Aegis" in the next April Fool. Yeah, he should have that exact intonation, I am Steam Aegis, and then a big pause.
I
I
am
am a
the
Steam
Steam
Aegis. Then he just fucking roll the mechanic into your house immediately. Like imagine he just appears and says, I am Steam Aegis. Then immediately he just start running toward you. Like he just
Definitely.
like he just go fuck clockwork zombies. I'm going to kill this motherfucker with my bare hands.
Like,
Where
my
is
god,
everyone?
Zomboss, just chillax at B-Way Beach. This angle kills are plentiful. Zomboss cannot catch a break.
Speaking of which, I must say I'm disappointed at something in the in the movie quest. You wanna know which one is it?
What?
So you know this one. So it's actually a bit of like two things. The first one is the level of like the alien alien invader. I'm kind of like sad that you guys didn't actually make an inspiration from any of the alien movies to just do something because when I
It's
thought
it's a reference to old 50s and 60s alien invasion movies, where they always wore cheesy, cheap costumes and had like the generic Theremin soundtracks. So yeah, it's more a reference to those than like anything that came
I
after.
mean you had like a movie that's called Cowboy versus Aliens. That would have been a very good opportunity for a Wild West movie.
Yeah, but we don't go for super specific movies. We just go for like the very culturally, very culturally impactful ones. Like Titanic is pretty much a movie everyone's heard of. Like the Terminator as well. So we go for
You
the
know,
big ones.
The Terminator is actually my favorite level because after I played, I actually made a movie night with my friends to watch it, with also the digital circus for some reason at one point. But anyway, when we watched the Terminator, it's like so good now that I get the context behind why is there a gargantua that's coming after me every 3 waves.
And it's also set in the 80s as well.
Anyway, the other thing that I didn't like about the movie Quest is how like the fight of Zombos is kind disappointing because when I saw like there's different plans, I thought he's gonna like, oh, he's gonna actually build something different or like a different zombie setup that actually matched the movie or something like that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure just the default Big Wave Beach zombies already fit the movie, right?
I I can't imagine there will be more gimmick things there, but nope.
It
It's
was
kind
meant to just be
disappointing.
a fun boss fight at the end. Like, it wasn't meant to be anything big.
Oh well.
It's kind of a chill quest. It's not meant to be a big, big important quest. It's just like something on the side.
You know, speaking of these stuff, has there been any specific reference that you made that no one has cut for it yet?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I haven't seen many people actually talking about the quest, so I don't know.
Like, have you actually made a specific reference thing that you want people to talk about it or notice it, but no one has noticed it yet?
There probably is something. I just can't think of anything right now. But I do leave references to stuff frequently when I make stuff. Probably some of it didn't get caught, but I feel like most of it did. Someone always figures it out. I think the biggest stuff, if you can even call it a reference, is like when I hide stuff in promotional material and teasers, and people just don't get it. Like, they don't see it, and then like 5 months pass, and then someone figures it out when it's no longer relevant. That kind of feels bad.
Meme people when they look at the description of Children's Day Balloon M and they realize what it means.
Yeah, now people realize what that meant. I'm glad they did.
Wait, I just realized was also like the other there is another balloon. Okay, yeah, big head balloon zombie. Was his description also a reference to the inventor because he talked about his grandmother?
You know what? Probably. I don't think that one was even intentional, but hey, it works.
it's funny because now his description actually match out about why his grandmother is like scary. Because she's the reason why the lawnmowers exist.
Yeah, that is. Wow, I can't believe that wasn't intentional. That makes way too much sense.
It's so funny, like the entire lore for Shadow just ends up to the fact that she made balloons and then she made the fucking lawnmowers.
That's funny, yeah. It's pretty funny. Okay, do we have any more Caliginous questions?
How do I ask a question that doesn't end up with unavailable answer?
Could you make the exclusive April Fool's costumes available for purchase? No, I can't. It's because the art lead doesn't want people to have them, and you know what? I get why, because they don't match the quality of the rest of the game, and we have to respect his wishes. It's gatekeeping, but it's gatekeeping because we respect our artists.
I mean, at least it wasn't gatekeeping and letting people starve to death from modding.
Like, I get why he doesn't want it. It's because, like, he doesn't want to see people first impressions of Reflourished to be like these gimmicky meme costumes, because that's not what Reflourished's costumes are about.
Reminds me of the fact that some people like didn't like the yesterday night funkin' costume because it's Friday night funkin'.
Well, yeah, but what's like? Do they not just not like it because they don't like FNF?
Another thing is that I'm a bit kind of sad of some reference that I wish they got it, but at the same time I'm glad that you guys actually doing origin costumes because you see, I figure that if there's too many referent costumes, then people will get a bit of a weird impression about the costumes. But when there is original costumes, this is gonna keep them going.
I do like original costumes. Our artists come up with pretty goofy stuff. I like the Tall Knot one. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in terms of community reactions. Everyone went wild for that Tall Knot costume.
What tall knot costume?
You know the one.
No, I don't.
A hunk of a nut.
It's Muff Tall Knot. I just realized which one you meant.
Yeah, everyone went crazy for that one. That was incredibly funny.
Gay people will be eating for this, for real, for real.
Because the anniversary costumes are also really good, yeah. A lot of the DDLC costumes who made them. Probably, I think Whatevs made all of them, actually. He's a big DDLC enthusiast.
I wish he was here so I could ask him about a specific thing around these costumes. Because I notice when you play that game, Monica is like the lead or the control of everything, that she's immune to the blood. And when you notice the costumes, all of the blasts that have the costumes are mostly instill blasts, except the one that has the Monica costumes. The others dies except the one that has the Monica costumes.
Yeah, that's funny. That is pretty funny, actually. I don't know if that was intentional. Maybe it was.
Yeah, someone do a backflip or something.
Sorry, I had to leave for a bit. I had an important call. Anyways, I'm back.
Okay, I think
Welcome
people
back.
are just getting like they're beginning to run out of questions to ask, so I do want to keep going for a little bit more just because I can. I have the time, and I know some people said that they wanted to join but didn't have the time. So I hopefully want to go on for long enough for those people to get in and also have a chance to ask
Actually, I have
something.
an idea for the country RMA situation because there's nothing. So, what if you ask us a question and we have to answer it?
What do you mean? Like a goblin
Like
question?
just ask us a specific question and we try to answer it now because there's no one answering anything.
Oh well, someone you joined.
I think it's Peanut.
Oh, it's Pinna. Well, I guess I can ask for feedback on Reflourished. I don't know. What did you folks think of the Harvest Festival, LT?
I find it very unique. I also love how you guys purposely finally actually made a usage of the dinosaurs more because I wish they were used and thank you for using it. I also find it funny how you guys finally decided to use Service Zombie outside of Big Wave Beach for once.
We completely adopted a new philosophy for LTEs ever since Children's Day. Well, ever since Big Brains, really. Um, Basically, we just want to focus on making them very relaxing and casual friendly instead of actual like challenges. We want them to feel very laid back and chill. I definitely told our level makers multiple times, like, hey, like, pull the difficulty back. These are meant to just be levels that people play for fun. They shouldn't be
You
these
know,
challenging things.
speaking about that, people do complain about the Children's Day boss level, but no one seems to complain about the luck or zombie final level where it's literally RNG. That level actually wasn't fun because of how stupidly insane that you have to like rely on RNG, and then the final wave gives you RNG fight. That
I
was
mean,
like almost impossible to beat.
that was
I don't think
that was literally the point behind the level, though. Like, it's luck of the zombie. You have to get lucky to win. Like, that's the entire point of the level.
But why did it have to be like five Professor Painstores? Like, didn't I had enough from the entire level?
I don't know.
Like,
I
just
don't even remember it, honestly.
okay. So like the thing I really hit in specific about the level is the final wave, where it sends five brainstone, five five brainstone mini bosses, which is like insane. How do you even defeat that?
Uh, were you given like instas or something?
No, no, it's like the final wave where the mini boss arrives and it's just five five brainstones.
Wait, it wasn't it a conveyor level though? LOTZ 10. Yeah, it was a conveyor level. Yeah. I mean, I assume that the people who made the level made it with the fact that it's pure RNG in mind, because like it's it's luck of the zombie. You're meant to you're meant to get lucky to beat it. Actually, let me
You
look
know,
it up. Let me look up the level.
this part, you see what did I type in the chat? That's the part I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know. Let me just see. I know that our levels have to be like playtested by at least 3 people for them to get a pass, so they're definitely not impossible, but just let me see.
It, it's almost
Reflourished.
impossible, honestly. Like
Look.
even Snap himself, when he was making the video, didn't actually have a specific advice for it. It just kind of like got lucky from how stupidly hard it is, especially at the final wave.
It does look very RNG heavy, but I don't know. The person I'm watching the playthrough of is kind of breezing through it. Maybe
The
they were
final,
just lucky. I don't know. But yeah,
I'm talking specifically about the final wave. That was like the worst thing about the level.
yeah,
Other
I'm
than that, the
watching
level
the
was
final
good.
wave. I'm watching the final wave. It's five brainstorms, and they keep spawning stuff. But like at that point in the level, the person who I'm watching had a lawn full of plants, so they didn't really manage to do much damage. But yeah, that level being RNG heavy was 100% intentional because it was meant to end off the teaming. I'm pretty sure the dialogue also mentioned like, oh, user day, we have to get lucky to beat this one or something like that. So yeah, maybe it was a bit too much, but I think the idea is fine.
You guys kind of went too far with the final wave. Other than that, the level was just fine.
Well, yeah, 5 does seem like a bit much. I don't know. I wasn't supervising those levels, so
I mean, if it was at least 2 brainstones, it wouldn't be that bad.
Can we get a banana launcher backpedal? No. Why would we do that? What do you mean by banana launcher backpedal? Like we take back the rework we did to it? Or do you mean a bicycle costume? What do you mean?
Do not add a bicycle costume, bro. Digger Zombie will come in.
Back to vanilla. It will not get reverted back to vanilla. No. There's a very good reason why it got the change.
Wait. You're telling me that banana launcher is actually different for vanilla?
Yeah, it is.
What's the difference? I actually didn't know that there is a difference.
I'm pretty sure it shoots slower, but it does more damage.
So it's like a cannon.
Kind of. Yeah, it recharges slower, but the shots that it shoots deal more damage.
So I didn't even want to
Wow, that's almost like half the health of a Gargantua. From what
it is.
I read
They can 2-shot Gargs. We specifically made it so they can 2-shot Gargs. And people still somehow complain. I don't know why. Like, they complain about it being too weak.
I did want to bring someone asked something like much earlier. Will there be more epic quests like Future Crash using and creating teaser lawns?
Probably, yeah. We do have. We constantly talk about teaser lawns, so I'm pretty sure there are gonna be some quests like that.
Do you remember the frequently requested thing about that one guy who actually wanted his own updated teaser lawn to be in the on the quest? And he
I don't know. I don't remember every interaction from every person.
Wait, hold on. Let me just wait. Actually, did you see the improvement for future teaser lane?
We get more gimmicks like sprinkling thing with chocolate rain. Yeah, we do have some neat gimmicks here and there. I think Bad Moon Rising was done for heroes, right? But yeah, we do have some nifty gimmicks here and there. Who joined?
Not sure. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
What's this all about?
This is a Q&A where I answer questions, and I'm recording all of this. It will go up on my YouTube channel later.
I've done this in the past.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I found it. Did you see the? Did you see this?
I'll check it out on my phone.
Well, it does look interesting.
Are there many plans that you wish were better balanced or satisfied with the current balance of Reflourished? There's always plans that I feel can be in a better place in terms of balancing, but it's about getting them to that place that's difficult. Like you gotta be careful with balancing. Sometimes when you want to fix one problem, you create 2 other ones. So for the most part, though, I'm satisfied. Like I think 85% of plants in the game are at a good spot. Which is the most there ever have been for me.
We definitely don't mind having niches, but we also don't like having useless plants that no one uses. We try to
I
bring useless
recall
plants
one
back.
of the most useless plants, or like one of the instances that sometimes
Which ones
get
are the
caught up.
15%? I mean, there's not many there. For the most part, some melee plants that I just don't feel like using whenever I pick plants and I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah, that thing, and then I maybe try it for a level and then like switch out or something like that. Like just
There
plants
is-
that are not in a spot where I feel like they can perform to their best of abilities.
there has been like some discussions about regarding both head butter letters and jalapeno.
Yeah, melee plants are just kind of right now, and we are working on making them hit harder and just be better in general. There's
But
also
what
some
about
other plants, but like for the most part, is very very nice.
but what about that discussion of jalapeno? Because I noticed people did talk about jalapeno a lot. Being a
What's wrong with
weekend still.
jalapeno?
It's that it deals lower damage than it deals damage, but not a high damage for one lane. When it's like one lane, but the other instance, give a huge impact. But this one just one lane, and it doesn't even like hit harder.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not really all that into balancing anymore. Like I used to be a balance lead that was very active, but ever since I've just kind of like been on the sidelines. I'm not handling balance that much anymore. However, I wouldn't be against a minor like damage buff to jalapeno or something like that. It sounds fine. Although jalapeno is, I think, even right now, fine. It is one of the less used instas, but I don't know. He's just jalapeno. He's just there.
It's
Some
sometimes
people
a bit...
suggest that
Yeah, all
his
devs have a chip in balancing suggestions, but the balance devs are the ones who decide what gets in, and they're also the ones that are testing everything the most. Balancing devs take all the suggestions and actually like have to test them in multiple levels and then come up with their own conclusions. And they're the ones doing the job, right? The other ones are just kind of like chipping in here and there.
We all usually put a little grain of salt and sand in like things, but it's just like the lead and the usual people who work on sort of deployments, the ones that have like the major word on things. Yeah, sometimes some dev can come in and say, "Oh, I think this could work something like this better," and then that like the actual art devs or something that could say, "No, I don't think that's true," or "Yeah, I think that could give it a try."
It's also worth noting that non-balancing devs can pitch in with their thoughts on plan changes, but balancing have their hands in most of. Yeah, again, every dev in the team is free to like say what they want. They can chip in, tell the balance devs like, "Hey, I feel like this plant is poopy, or this plant is too good," and it's an open environment.
It's definitely also a bit hard as a community manager of seeing that people sometimes just really fighting between like if this plan is actually good or not. It's really hard to keep all kinds of players happy with our balance decisions. Like really new players, more experienced, but casual players, veteran players. It's really hard to keep everyone happy about one specific balance change because some people are gonna say this thing doesn't really matter, it's not a good balance change, and other people are gonna say this is actually like a really cool balance change. This actually changes the plan. It's really hard. People, no matter the balance change, someone's gonna find a complaint about it. It's
I mean, that
sometimes really
goes for
hard.
everything. That goes for everything.
But
It's also
balancing is really like
it's also
very
important
sensitive.
to highlight the fact that we are mostly just casually oriented, and literally most of our current decisions stem from a very simple philosophy of us just wanting to make plans be as good as they can without disrupting anything. Like we are pretty much just trying to get all plans to be, well, in certain terms, go hard. That's what we're trying to get plans to do. Go hard.
Like, we want to have content for like a variety of players, but our main focus is just like really casual players. But we also want to have some challenges like painting
Oh
challenges
boy,
for veteran
okay.
stuff.
I see someone brought this up. Oh boy, I did not expect to have to talk about this topic today, but you know what? Let's go. I don't know why a lot of people hate that Citron has splash. That, for some reason, has been suddenly a debate in the
Wait, he has
community.
splash?
Yeah, Citron has splash here. It's 100 damage splash.
Like,
It's one tile.
in like a 3x1 area or something?
1 by
Oh.
1. It's 1 by 1.
Oh.
It splashes those zombies on a 1x1 tile by 100 damage.
It's
pretty much.
not that crazy. Like, okay, some people claim that the Citron Splash kind of takes away from the identity of the plant because, like, oh, it removes the biggest weakness of Citron, that being the fact it gets countered by chickens and weasels and stuff like that. But I don't really see how. Like, okay, here's my take. I am the one who decided to give him Splash in the first place back in Reflourished Beta, right? You know why I did that? It's because I was playing with him, and whenever I wanted him to hit, like, a cone mech or whatever, some stupid imp would, like, get right in front and tank all the damage. And I was just like, you know what? It would be more satisfying to use him if you had a little bit of splash, just so not all of the damage is wasted on one zombie. And I am well aware of the fact that his whole thing is infrequent big damage shots. That's his identity. But 100 damage splash does not take away from that identity, because ultimately it doesn't change how you use him. You're still not using him to counter swarms, you're using him for the big damage. You're not using him for the splash. The splash is now only here to make it less sucky when one stupid imp tanks everything. And as for the claims that now he can counter chickens and weasels and stuff like that, I mean, he can only do that if you have other plans that are going towards that purpose. Like, he can only use that 1x1 splash if they're all in a 1x1 space, which is only gonna happen if you have a walnut or something. If you don't, once again, chickens counter him, weasels counter him. I don't see why this is such a big debate. I'm very passionate about it because I think it's a stupid debate, but that's my take on it.
Actually, why is this even a debate, like weasels and chicken? Because normally you don't really encounter them that much, and if you encounter, you usually use. And
thing is, he doesn't even counter the chickens, right? He only is able to counter the chickens if they're all in a 1x1 space, which means you are already using a wall to block them. So, like, what's the big deal? Like, one-on-one against a chicken wrangler, that thing is not gonna kill all the chickens, right?
You need at least a wall for it.
I've personally found that one of the biggest complaints with Citron is the fact that that exact scenario you described, PeaMix. So I'm kind of glad that the splash is here in the first place, just for scenarios like that, because that is truly annoying.
Exactly. It
makes me not want to use them at all.
Yeah, it's there not to. Yeah, exactly. It's not there to remove his weakness, because it doesn't really remove his weakness. Like, he's still weak to swarms. It's just there to make him more satisfying. Because otherwise, like, people were not using him. Even during beta testing, nobody was using the thing. Even after we lowered his cost, nobody was using him. And when I was using him and was, like, actually trying, I was like, damn, this sucks. He shoots one shot that gets completely tanked by one thing. Let's just add something. Let's throw him a bone, you know? That 100 splash is not gonna be changing the entire way you use Citron. It's literally just a little bonus that makes him more satisfying to use. So I honestly think that people are doing some crazy mental gymnastics when they're trying to say, oh, Citron has his whole identity changed now because of it. Because, like, no, not really.
When I am a Citron vanilla and my opposite is a Gargantuan, but he has an imp in front of him.
PeaMix, are there any other plans you feel the same way about? Like, one shot can be easily wasted. I mean, there's a few, but for those, there are manuals, and, you know, with manuals, it's kind of your fault if you waste them. Anyway, hi, Tile Laser MK. Glad to see you join.
Plus, a lot of those one shots also have splash damage as well. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like, you know, Coconut Cannon has splash. Strawberries has splash. Yeah.
Like, we definitely. You can argue a lot of stuff about Citron, like it would work better if it didn't have splash, blah blah blah. But also, please keep in mind, as we have said, this is a casual mod. We want to make people use a variety of plants. We don't want to scare away people with hard-to-use plants. We want to lure in the casuals to use, like, different plants that they haven't used on vanilla PvC, just because they didn't feel comfortable using them.
Yeah,
And with that
exactly. Like,
Splash and with Citron, I feel like it's a bit more easy to get into using like
I
those
wa-
one-shot plans.
I
we are
wonder
trying
how.
to make the balancing done in a way where plants that are intimidating to casuals seem more enticing. That's why Banana can two-shot Gargs. Because Banana is for casuals very intimidating, like, oh, constant micromanagement and stuff. So by doing that, we do make it very powerful, but we make it very powerful so that the casuals are more inclined to use it. Same reason why most of the manual plants have not been nerfed at all, even though they are very powerful. Because I very much prefer them being powerful. It gives higher reasons for casuals to actually try using those plants, and they're very interesting plants too. It's not like with Pea Shooter where you're just gonna plant him down and that's it. Like with these guys, you actually have to constantly pay attention to them, and I very much prefer that kind of gameplay. And because casuals are very intimidated by them, I want them to be powerful. Like, it just makes sense. I don't know.
I've been entire penny challenges just by using banana launchers as my only attacker.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, there are
Micromanagement
definitely
would
people
definitely
out there that are
start
gonna say, "Oh, that means Banana is way too powerful and it's like completely broken in balancing wise." But like, not in my opinion. In my opinion, I
I've
think
got
it's
the
pretty
same
cool.
strategy for all other penny challenges. Didn't work.
Hey,
Not at all.
hey, speaking about manuals and that stuff, I was wondering which one of you had the idea for magnificent glass rework.
That was AB and Slimaku. I was actually against that rework initially until I tried it. After I tried it, it clicked with me. But when I just saw the raw numbers, I was like, what is this? But then they convinced me, like, hey, give it a try, and I gave it a try, and I was like, I can see the vision. So, yeah.
This thing is so cool that I actually won a Billy's challenge with it. It's just so good now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like their vision for it. They wanted to make it so you can run it more comfortably with other attackers, so you don't have to center an entire deck around it. And I was the one to suggest the zero cost change. Initially, they wanted to make it 25. I was like, why not just go all the way? Just make it 25. No, just make it 0, you know? Numbers versus practice is a very real thing. Yeah, absolutely. That's why balancers have to test everything, you know? They can't just eyeball it.
It's definitely also more of a hard plan to use, like banana launcher. That it's not just a brain that just spam me and just win every single level. A level of
Speaking,
difficulty also adds a bit of spice to actually using it efficiently. It's like banana launcher. Using banana launcher efficiently gives you a bit of satisfaction. Like, oh my god, I crushed that level so much.
Yeah, the skill cap is higher with those because you actually have to, you know, moment by moment decide where am I gonna fire these, and you know, stuff like that. Anyway, other questions. I know I asked earlier, but I wasn't in call to hear the answer. What part of Reflourished are you guys most proud of? So you're gonna be able to hear the answer for the first time you asked on the video, but I will summarize. Essentially, what I'm the most proud of is the general feel of the game and the character of the game. I know those are kind of like cop-out answers because I'm not saying anything in particular, but I just really like how the game overall has this tone that is kind of like what vanilla used to be, but a little bit more. And I very much enjoyed that the character was maintained. I think the thing I'm most proud about is the fact that the game has character, and it's still kind of having its own charm to it.
You know that thing that a lot of other games say, like by fans for fans. We definitely take that approach. Like we're all just kind of big Plants vs Zombies fans, and we just want to have fun with this. We just want to make Reflourished the best damn thing ever. Want to take Plants vs Zombies to like how it originally was, as make it just so much better.
I mean, yeah, I did say this at the beginning, but I'll repeat. I actually play the game frequently. Like, when I'm bored at a bus stop, I pull out my phone and I play it. And a lot of my greatest decisions for Reflourished literally came because of moments like that. I'm like, okay, I'm bored, let me play, I don't know, this level. And then I try some stupid strategy and I'm like, oh, this could be better. Oh, this could be worse. Maybe this level could be tweaked a little bit. You know, stuff like that. So yeah, we are actively players of our own game.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah?
So I was just wondering, if you were to do, which I bet you would, if you were to do any extra expansions of worlds, like the one for Frostbite Caves, what was it called?
Hyperthermic Hollows.
Yes, yes, yes. If you were to do any of those extra expansions, which I bet you will, for any other worlds, what worlds are you currently viewing upon for that?
I can't speak on the team because that's confidential, but I can say for myself. What I would really like as a world kind of continuation epic realm, I think the most interesting one
Big Wave
could
Beach?
be gotta actually think about this. There are a few candidates. Ancient Egypt, I don't think you can do that much with Ancient Egypt. There's a lot you could add to it, sure, but I'm not particularly like beaming with ideas for it. I do say probably Dark Ages is the one you could most change. Because I hate Dark Ages. I think I made that pretty clear. I've had to redo the expansion for it 3 times, and having an epic realm that like actually, twists the whole world on its head could be fun. There's a lot you could do there, and there's a lot of zombies from China you could pull.
I imagine if there was like a Dark Ages epic round, I would imagine like something happens in the Dark Ages event where the revolution happened, and then suddenly this get connected to the lore. Like
Maybe
suddenly
the
just all the zombies become riches or like steal the stuff.
maybe the peasants like overthrew the king and now they're
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it could
thing.
be fun.
hyperpower.
Like a French Revolution style. That does sound interesting.
Vive la
But yeah.
revolution!
Is there even the slightest chance that iZombie exists? I would also like to see more Cerebral appear. There are stuff behind the scenes in terms of coding and new minigames, so definitely be on a lookout for that.
Yeah, hard coding is stopping us from doing all that stuff, but we're trying to finally get rid of those borders and actually do really cool stuff. Next updates, I feel like, are gonna hit hard. There's gonna be banger after banger after banger. But then again, I'm biased. I'm one of the devs.
I think I think the one world that really would not work with an epic realm is Jurassic Marsh, just because the expansion already kind of is the epic realm. Like, Jurassic Marsh expansion is by far the most thorough one, because Jurassic Marsh in vanilla was kind of a nothing burger. I mean, it was fine. I don't really like using the phrase nothing burger because people use it to dismiss valid criticism. But Jurassic Marsh in vanilla was just like so dry. Like, there wasn't anything to really chew into. So that's why we added a bunch of stuff in the expansion.
It's more of the chosen one gameplay. Get beaten by the chosen one gameplay.
Yeah, the Chosen One gameplay is peak, though.
Yeah, but literally the expansion literally is just getting destroyed by Rock Puncher all the time.
Speaking of other game modes, I was just wondering, for when Caliginous, what was it again?
Caliginous.
Caliginous Carnival, when that releases, are you gonna do a base breaker level for it?
Good question. I'm not sure. I think we're gonna wait until Act 2 to do cerebral stuff for it. Not cerebral, base breaker stuff for it.
I love to do so. I love to play some more base breaker. It's very fun.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wait until Act 2 just so we can use all the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Act 1 is definitely going to be a bit of an introduction to stuff, but it's also going to be really fun.
Speaking of Caliginous Carnival, I was also just wondering, so hold on, what's the name of it? So the grinder head zombie?
Yeah?
I was just wondering, will you include him? Because I mean, we've already have 2 zombies that basically do the same thing, Chicken Wrangler and Weasel Hoarder. So why include a third? It's just like repeating 3 times over. It just
okay. Right, because armor 4s are usually reserved for the expansions, right?
Yes.
I will say this. In Caliginous Carnival, Grinder Head will be a technicality.
What's that mean?
I will let you interpret that however you want. He will be a technicality.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that are just like, well, this exists, but it doesn't really.
Caliginous Carnival will subvert your expectations quite a lot in terms of what you can expect. It's a world that kind of takes stuff you know and twists it around.
It makes
There
sense
will be
given
many
that-
surprises, yeah.
There will be many
Will there
laughs,
be a
whether
jump
you like it or
scares?
not.
Makes sense considering the carnival theme.
There will be some scares. Well, it's oh no.
Will all
it's more
backyard big dog
unnerving.
zombies eventually get in? Yes, all the backyard big dog zombies will eventually get in.
There's
I'm
this-
speaking about Act 1 plus Act 2.
This-
Question specific to PeaMix. Favorite track you made for the mod? Very tough question, because that's like asking which of your children is your favorite, but,
My first child was always my favorite.
Honestly, I've heard a lot of tracks that PeaMix is working on, and it's just like they just kept getting better and better. So I would say my favorite one is one of the future ones he's working on, but I don't know the current ones.
I mean, I would have to say that the whole holiday mashup theme is probably the one I had the most fun with, and it's just the one that I love re-listening to the most. It's a
Yeah.
very vanilla, basic answer, but it is how I feel.
Holiday
Ultimately, I
Mashup
think.
Meat Boss is a banger. It's the best song in the mod so far, at least in my opinion. It's so
I love the mini boss one, but I don't know, something about the theme is just I managed to capture something there. Other ones I love are the holiday mashup boss fight, which often gets overlooked. I really like how that one came out.
I just realized there's 3 of you right now, including the one in the chat, who literally have Joker icons. So I was just pondering a thought to you. Maybe you could include a Joker zombie for the next April Fool's level.
The Jonkler, maybe.
the Junkler. Honestly, that sounds like something we just do on a whim. Again, most jokes are just kind of
Also,
not planned.
Zomboss Phase 4 is one that I also had a lot of fun with. I really like making those intense soundtracks. Wait, real question, it's not a joke. Is there gonna be something like a jump scare or something in CC? Oh, you will be scared. Caliginous Carnival will make you panic. Quite often.
This is no laughing matter, even if we're in a circus.
In Reflourished, clowns aren't funny. They're scary.
They try to be funny, but forcefully. They are
they're
not funny.
forcefully making you laugh.
Why aren't you laughing? Laugh. Smile right now.
Laugh,
You are
you.
obligated to do so.
Who is scarier? A fucking tank that's in front of your face in the crimson font, or clowns?
Tank with clown makeup.
There's definitely one zombie that we're working on that is definitely when you see it, it's gonna be like, oh god, what the hell is that? What is this? It's gonna be a little bit ooh.
I did think it would be really cool if we did another
You're gonna be a
version
seal
of the.
zombie?
I think it would be really funny if we did another quest, which is like the movie quest, the parody Insanity quest, and it's a bunch of pea shooters in green shadow costumes against Caliginous Carnival zombies. Yeah, Caliginous Carnival is gonna be scary in that classic PG way, where nothing gross or gory happens. It's just
Oh, that's my favorite part.
We're not FNAF though. We're not gonna include convoluted lore. Lore is gonna be pretty straightforward. We're not a children's horror.
It's gonna be like Scooby-Doo type scary. That's
Exactly.
pretty much what it is.
It's kind of like Scooby-Doo when sometimes stuff is just more funny than scary, and sometimes you're just like, this is legitimately kind of creepy. What the hell is this? How did this get in?
Ooh, and then suddenly there's just like something of like, what was that? Yeah.
Oh, it's
sad
not gonna
day,
be EXE slop. It's
Sad
too
day for
sad.
EXE slop enjoyers.
Yeah,
Zombies
Johnny
appears and
Scooby-Doo.
threatens to delete your PP dad.
We're not making deadplans.exe a reality. Boo fucking who. Oh my god. You can James can see that we will come back to his message and we'll punch you in the balls. I will gladly take the punch of the ball.
Yeah, I did say previously, Caliginous Carnival zombies are not like regular zombies. They have something wrong with them. They're not even gonna try to eat your brains. They're just gonna punch you to death.
They're going to crack your head like a nut.
Do not trust them.
Sonic.exe if fight after you simulate the final of the secret fight. Fifth phase activate. I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, no, there's no EXE slop over here. It's just pure
Aw.
unfiltered spookiness.
You know, the way you made it sounds like the zombies are gonna fucking kill you. It's like zombies have been tired of not getting placed that they just went like, dude, we will just kill you. We are tired. Let this
No,
group
I
of
don't
guys
think
just-
these guys. I don't think these guys even like care about the player or anything. They're just there because they like it. They like being at this weird attraction.
To put it bluntly, these guys are not zombies. These guys are maniac zombies. These guys are crazy. They're nuts.
So basically,
Oh,
kill
wait. Hold on, Pina. Can I share
We're
the
gonna
thing that I
fucking
drew?
kill you.
We're gonna fucking kill you.
Can
Oh
I share
yeah,
the thing that I drew? Yeah, like 2 days ago.
yeah. I think it was yesterday. That thing was so fucking good. Hang on,
Hold on. Let me search for it.
I think it's like the exact. Oh yes, that.
Oh, I can't show it. It has a spoiler in it.
Does
It
it?
says,
It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
It does have a spoiler
Oh
in it.
yeah,
I can't do
it
it.
has that thing. Shit. It is so funny. You could crop it. You could like crop it and just show
I
it like
could.
a
I could. Hold on.
Is it bloody?
I would have to stop recording for like a little bit, but
just use your phone to crop it.
Hang on. Let
No,
me,
I
like,
can't. It's not that kind of crop.
Hang on, PeaMix. I'll download it and I'll crop it and I'll like stream it real quick. Hang on, since I'm not recording myself.
Just
Say
like
PvZ.
black out all of the spoilery stuff.
Yeah,
PvZ,
yeah,
You
yeah.
should include a killer clowns from outer space type zombie.
You're not the
Oh,
first
yeah,
one to
oh,
actually
yeah,
suggest
speaking
that.
Oh yeah, speaking of killer clowns from outer space, did you know that there is literally a clown there that's like used as a digital zombie, and he has a fucking ASIC bike, like
Wait.
ASIC bike, like he just used it to melt down someone. He shows the bike and it melts down someone's skin. That shit was crazy.
Hang on, P. I think you didn't share it. I'm gonna look if you like.
I did.
snipped
It's
me
in.
on-
I did. Hold on.
You did? I can't see it. I'm just blind or something. Oh, here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, here it is.
No, don't post it. Don't post it. It has
I'm
a
not-
spoiler.
I'm not gonna post it. I'm gonna really just crop it. I'm gonna crop it quite a lot. I'm gonna share the only part that like isn't an actual spoiler.
Me
Is it
when
gore
one
or
pixel,
something?
me when I see one pixel, I can finally figure out the entirety of the world. Guys, look for one pixel.
Guys, look for like one. If one pixel leads to like theories, we're just gonna like fucking let it be. Like, yeah, that was an intended teaser, totally. But yeah,
Pin up, please edit it out if you can.
Can you-
Because it's a very funny image.
Shit, I think this is like. Hold on.
Yeah, he can get image perms.
I already have image perms after.
No, not
least
you,
load.
not you.
Random question as we are waiting. When are you gonna upload the holiday mashup sad version into your channel?
I forgot that exists. I forgot I made that.
Can you upload it or something?
I mean, when? Like, how? What do you think my subscribers are gonna think?
No, wait. The university, didn't that appear in the university event? You might as well just upload it in the university event as well. It's just like the April Fools.
Maybe, I don't know. Hold on, Pina. Oh, okay, Pina is doing it. You guys are about to witness peak when he's done.
Okay, thank God.
We will kill you if we find one pixel.
If you guys find one spoiler pixel, fine. Just let J Fighter theorize over that thing.
It's just us making up for that Steam Ages missing pixel.
You hear
No
of,
way, Pink.
Holy shit, Pink! This changes everything. I love button pixels.
Punk
I prefer
Pixel is the
yellow.
Steam Aegis one.
I love blue.
This misspell was funny. Why did you edit it? Hey, speaking of which, what do you think of the fact that Shadow Shroom can kill the entire lawn, no matter what zombie it is?
It can have its place in the spotlight for now.
Thank you for this change. Now people who play the far future zombies fight one will kill him constantly. Timeline where zombies doesn't have any immunity to poison. He does immediately in that fight.
Shadow plans are just kind of a bit in a weird spots. Like each and every single one is just kind of like different. They're not. Someone also.
What zombie from Reflourished would you say is the best made? I mean, it's no competition. It's Mechanic. Mechanic is just he's been giving us the most trouble. It's a very expected answer, but I have to be truthful.
Do you have a second
Speaking
favorite?
of which,
A second
Speaking-
favorite.
speaking of which, when I was playing Insanity, I noticed that Dark Explorer doesn't like get the Terror Fight effect. Is there any reason for that?
Maybe I'm not sure. Probably because he's also gonna appear in Halloween, and Explorer plus Halloween drink is just no.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I find it funny how you guys added him into the Halloween Insanity and like, do you remember how you had like the idea of werewolf bully for Halloween?
I am surprised someone knows about that.
Someone actually mentioned it in the Reflourished gallery, so I just realized it's funny how you guys added the Dark Explorer into the Halloween Insanity. It's like a callback to the werewolf bully.
Yeah, technically it is a werewolf
I
now.
think Pesto Pizza will pay you like $10,000 for that.
I can do drops. Okay. Okay, that's kind of good. My God.
All right. We have like 5 more minutes. I'm just kind of waiting on Pinna to show you peak, and at that point, we'll maybe like 1 or 2 more questions, and we're done.
Man, hurry up! The night is about to end. Five Nights at Freddy's about to end. Please quickly hit the damage. It's about to hit 60 AM.
Ask us anything that will actually make us spoil the entirety of Caliginous Carnivals quickly. Get your lore up. Get your lore questions ready.
Okay, yeah, since you asked
Hey
that.
PeaMix, what's the
Okay,
Mac
since
that
you asked
Zomboss will
that.
ride?
Hey,
What's
since you
the
asked-
what? Hold on. What?
What's the Mac Zomboss will ride?
What's the mech?
What will the next Sombot fight
What's the
like
next
right?
Zombot he will ride?
What's the next Sombot
Is it the
like?
clown car?
I can't say that.
Anyway, speaking of which, are the teaser or is the teaser or like the countdown for the world was like based off Five Nights at Freddy's?
I mean, yeah, we did purposely make it similar to some FNAF teasers because it makes sense.
And definitely
Okay.
after like a bit of testing around with some teasers and others, we definitely ended up coming up with like those kind of teasers. And I think they worked pretty well.
Actually, what did what did
Opinion
it-
on people who make Reflourished streams and or videos. I really like to tune into people streaming Reflourished. I find it really fascinating to see new players experience the stuff we made. Because
Say-
every time it's a little bit different. Everyone
have-
has their own kind of play style.
Have
Don't
ever
you
seen
worry, we'll
anyone stream the
definitely-
game on Twitch?
Hanks, have you played Outer Wilds? You should play Outer Wilds. No, stop. Stop. The more you suggest a game, the less the less chances I will play it.
Is
Otherwise,
this
it's a
why
good
you
game,
didn't play Bug Fable yet?
Any games you have played recently? I've been pretty into Persona 5 and Persona 3 recently, so yeah.
Yeah, we saw you have a brain rot for him in your state.
What? Huh?
Nothing.
PeaMix just got exposed.
PeaMix got
Okay.
exposed. Reflourished is getting cancelled, guys. No, we're closing the servers.
Very true.
Anyway,
No.
anyway.
What else have the devs made? I mean,
Oh yeah,
I
have
am
a
making
question.
I'm making a Mario game. Should be done hopefully next year. I don't know.
Wait, do you mean that thing, or do
Which
you
month?
mean like
Which
a
month?
second?
Please. I was gonna ask you about that at one point.
All right, then ask.
When is Super Mario Bros. X time throughout time coming out?
Again, probably next year. I just finished up the dialogue system yesterday. I implemented a completely new dialogue system.
Oh, so it
Speaking
wasn't
of,
that thing then.
please tell me there isn't any kind of Steam Ages word there, because man, I don't wanna suffer in sewers in Super
No,
Mario.
there isn't. There isn't.
Thank God. Because every time I play a Super Mario level that's like inside pipes or like sewer underground, I know it's gonna be hell. So thankfully there isn't any Steam Ages word there.
I will not be answering the Persona 5 questions.
What's wrong
You
with
will
the
not be
typo
answering the
of
Persona
Mario?
5 allegations. Oh my god, I have competition. No fucking way.
Okay,
Which-
Pinna, I need you. Save me, please.
Wintermelon just
Hurry
joined the
up,
BC.
Hurry up! Dun.
Hold on.
Anyway, what was the reason behind making these posters for each party?
The reasons are mysterious.
Are there any actual reasons to why you guys just felt like doing posters for each party?
Well, clearly
Are we
we
Caliginous?
felt we clearly felt that there was a reason to do it. So there's that.
Oh
I
my
thought
god.
you.
Probably be
But what was?
revealed
But what was?
when part 2 is out.
Okay, I see. I have to address the P5 allegations. Otherwise, I will not be left alone. No, I am a true Sumi believer. So there you go. Okay, that's all. Okay, nice, great.
You sounds like you wanted to kill him.
I will say
No.
though,
Flowered?
Only the most reflowered of us became clowns when CC was revealed. True.
if you
Why
want
did-
the opinion, if you want allegations of Persona 5
What's my
from
favorite
another
palace in P5? The last one, the one added in Royal. I
haven't-
can't spoil it.
I'm also a bit. I'm not as much as a Persona junkie, but I will say I am playing Persona 5 right now, and I will say Makoto best character. Don't DM me, and Yusuke is like second best.
Yes, there we go. Finally, Pinna, let's.
Jesus Christ!
That's the
Yusuke's second best character. That's
the thing I drew. And Pinna had to edit the background because the background had spoilers in it.
Oh!
This should be bent, man.
Everyone react to it. Everyone react to it right
Just
now.
add a million reactions to it.
Do
Add
it
as
now.
many
Go,
reactions
go,
to it
go.
as you can.
We're gonna kill you.
More Polish flag is more.
Oh, no, you can't add any more.
No.
I was
Or,
about to
on,
add
I
more.
can- I can
if someone
add.
reacts with Bolanda flag. Do
I
they
can add
think
more. Oh, we appreciate the enthusiasm. But okay, yeah, never mind.
Even though it is traced, I still love it.
I don't really know how to draw that well. So yeah, I just know how to trace this.
Like that's the. That
Actually,
one
I
scene
do
with
know how to
Bob
draw
and Fletch.
cartoony stuff, but like nothing actually demanding.
There we go. To whoever is Winter Melon here on the PC, I will ban you You are not gonna supplant me. I'm joking.
Actually, this does bring me to a very good way to end this, and that is by announcing the fact that since you guys already caught on to my Persona 5 obsession recently, after I do my rebrand, which is pending right now, I have an artist hired to draw me a new profile, new banner and stuff. I'll be rebranding soon. I am doing an entire Persona album of my own original music for an original Persona game that I'll be writing a doc about.
What?
However, it's not gonna be a real game. It's just a bunch of ideas that I make music for. So
Trust me, the fact
you
is-
guys have that to look forward to.
The fact it's not a real game is not gonna matter. I had the privilege to hear some of the songs about that. As the two that he showed to me are absolute bangers, absolutely fucking bangers. They are so good.
So
They
yeah,
are totally good.
as soon as I do my rebrand and finish the Google Doc with all of the story and ideas, I will begin uploading that. And I also gotta hire another artist to make me an album art that I'll be using for the videos, but I'll get there, okay? It's a moving process.
Make a counterpart to Specialist and code it Elite. That would be so funny.
Listen, I'm currently playing through Persona 3 Reload. Once I finish it, I'm going to 4 Golden, okay? Will CC be harder than the other worlds? Not kinda. Okay, so not in terms of peppers, but in terms of like how hectic it is. Yes, it will be a lot more hectic than the previous worlds.
The little stuff I got to
just
play
noticed
was
that you said
chaotic.
that there is a 6 jalapeno, but there isn't any 6 jalapeno on the
Will I
replay.
require more skill? Basically, not really.
No,
you will get by. I'm pretty sure.
it's just every level is just gonna hit you like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? I played.
Yeah, the levels aren't really. I don't know how to put it. They're not really strategy oriented as much as they are trying to survive oriented.
Me when I need to survive the twin M being shot out.
You know what I can most comfortably compare Caliginous Carnival gameplay to? It's like doing a FNAF challenge where you have to constantly put up the screen and put it down and check the doors and put it up again. It's like that. That's what you're gonna be doing with your lawn in Caliginous Carnival. Oh, what's going on here? Oh wait, no. Oh, what's going on there?
That's
Huh?
pointless.
Yeah, literally that GIF. This is that GIF is Caliginous Carnival gameplay. That's a very accurate statement.
Wait, since you mentioned that, will there be a level where the objection is literally just survive until the timer ends?
I mean, who knows?
Survive.
Please
Yeah.
make it like, please. It would be so
20-minute
funny if there was
timer.
one.
And have exactly 4 different zombies, like to reference the FNAF 1 animatronics. You have like a sneaky ambusher. Yeah, you have your 2.
No, okay, it's not gonna be a FNAF world, don't get me wrong. It's just gonna feel anxious to play. That's my point. It's gonna be a very
what I mean,
hectic
yeah.
environment.
If we add a timer level, I swear to God, if you guys ask us to add a timer level and then people complain about us copying Asper's, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking quit this position. Like, I swear to God.
Alright. I think
Bursy.
if anyone still has any questions, do them immediately.
When you said about your rebrand, as your name was also gonna change?
No, I'll still be PeaMix. I'm not changing my name. The rebrand is just gonna be for my character and the general feel of my channel. And I will keep the pea shooter with headphones only for PvZ stuff. I will keep the pea shooter with headphones for PvZ stuff, but for everything else, I'll have a different character.
Hey, hey, what will the main gimmick of Caliginous Carnival be?
You will have to find out.
You will have to find out, but
you could say,
You know what would have been a funnier punchline? If you told him, like, if I told you, I would have to kill you.
Okay.
Will it be trampoline?
I mean,
It's all in
I
the
can't
future.
say, but like, what do you think based on what we've shown so far? Mr. PeaMix, what's your PC background? It is a high-res image of the Lost City night lawn.
Okay, that is cool as hell. So yeah,
Okay.
the
Any
main game is
last-minute questions? Because I'm about to end this now.
Why is
I'm trying
when was there any like sixth jalapeno in the difficulty bar? Because I don't recall there's a sixth one. Did you
There
guys,
is not a sixth one. We probably won't go up to the six.
This is not a PvZ PC
That
background.
is not
This
my
is-
PC background.
Especially because it's not even 16 by 9.
No, that. I think they're implying. Oh wait, this is Adwick. I think he's implying that's my phone background. Which, how dare you?
can we kill him?
Tylaser, I can't give you image perms myself, but I'll bully someone into giving you. Okay, PeaMix, what's your phone background then? I don't have one. It's the default.
You're 16
You're
by
16.
9. Oh my god.
All right.
I don't have a phone background, but I use a rotating thing that rotates through all my like custom lawns, that I've made for certain reasons. I'm not gonna spoil why because it might still get used in a way.
Okay, I think this has been a very fire Q&A session, and I'm gonna end it here. Thanks everyone for participating. I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and who knows how long this will take to upload, because it's been 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Thank God that you actually finished, because bro, I was about to like die.
Yes, I will need a drink after this. Alright,
Yeah, a
everyone,
lot
thank
of
you for
sports.
participating, and see ya.